Papa Team 6, welcome to another episode of For the Dads. Look, boys, we're good. Look over at Sherm shirt right now. Good. Wife left town 5 days. She's in Portland, Oregon, doing an owner summit with Bar 3 and their entire headquarters, their national team. All the owners are out there for like a 5-day event. I don't know what they're doing. They're probably learning some stuff. But your boy, I know what your boy's doing, and your boy's in the trenches right now back at home. I'm being a father back at home. Solo dad, rocking with 2 kiddos. Good. Nanny's out of town also. Good. Rue doesn't want to sleep in her own bed while mama's gone. Good. Oh, Scotty's crying. Rue's crying because she misses mama. I got to soothe Rue. Scotty's in the crib crying because it's bottle time and she's ready for a bottle to go to bed, but Rue doesn't want me to let her go to bed. Rue wants to go to bed first. Dad, you do bedtime first. Don't do Scotty. Good.
Because Scotty can put herself down. Well, she's only, 8 months?
She's 10 months.
10
Scotty
months?
can't put herself
She
down.
can put herself down. I love Rue's logic.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Rue, I'm pointing at Scotty in the crib. Rue, look at Scotty. She's this kid is Micah Parsons on third down. She's hanging on the rail and she's looking at me. Like, Rue, look at Scotty. Dada has to put her down. I promise I'm going to put her down as fast as possible.
That's year 3 Max Crosby that I'm dealing with over there.
Yeah. She got in the water bowl.
Again.
She's destroyed the pantry, but the pantry, I built it. Like the foundation I have in the pantry is solid.
Yeah.
Water bowl, dog bowl, the mat and everything's on top of the counter. And she's just rummaging through all the snacks, Rue snacks. She's got to throw everything out. You know what I mean? It's not like to play. It's not to open and try to eat. However, she did get her hands on some puffs and somehow figured out a way to open the top. I walk in, there's puffs all over the floor. She's eating them with a little grin on her face. I go, Scotty, and pick her up. She's trying to grab as many puffs as possible while I'm picking her up. But I hope everybody's doing well. I hope the dads out there are doing well. I hope other dads or moms, you guys are sitting there laughing, having a good old time as Willie tells that story.
Yep.
We're in it right now, but it's the life I have chosen. It's the life we live. I have an ambitious woman who is an owner of Bar 3 Studios here in Nashville.
Come on.
Who wants to be a grinder. There's times where I'm at home and I'm like, sweetheart, you ain't gotta do nothing. You don't have to if you don't want to. But I know she does and she loves it. And it's a grind between us trying to raise these 2 little demons, bro.
Yeah.
I have a story for you, too, as I continue to kick this off. Everybody, we have cue cards. We have comments everywhere. We also have an update with Chuck. If you guys have been following this podcast, and a couple weeks ago, we've cried basically on every episode, but a couple episodes ago, Chuck talked about his wife rupturing and everything else. We actually have an update from Chuck that we will hit you guys with. But this show is for the intentional dads. If you're looking to be more intentional, we have a lot of fans, dude, that just enjoy the podcast. They're not even fathers yet. People tell me I can't wait to be a dad one day. I'm like a sitting duck. I was telling you this. I was at a nearby park the other day with the wife before she flew out.
Yeah.
And we were hanging with the kiddo. She was hanging with Rue. Scotty was napping, and I'm sitting there on the bench as Scotty's napping. And the PT Sixers are out, bro.
They're out.
I'm talking, there's a Hawkeye fan talking to me about the where the program's at right now. They need to be expecting more wins for their football team. It's like, oh, here we go. We don't have much of a quarterback. We're going to be 8-9 win team again. We're having a great conversation. It ended really well. Told him I loved him. You know what I mean? Hey, I know I say stuff about the Hawkeyes, but I do. I respect you guys. And you guys have had our number. Tennessee fan, basically Chef Jack. This is 35, 40-year-old Chef Jack, girl dad. He sits down next to me. How you feeling about the Vols in Georgia? I love the Dad podcast. He sits down next to me.
Yeah.
We've just been friends for years. And it felt that way. We had a great conversation. Fortunately, Scotty didn't wake up. But the PT Sixers are out there. So this love all the feedback from the show. Continue to leave comments. Drop them on YouTube.
Yes.
Again, this is how you get the comments in our hands to be featured on the show. We love reading the comments. We love engaging with you guys. Instagram, Twitter, TikTok,
the Amazon
YouTube, the Amazon one. Make sure you're subscribed and following all channels. It is football season, so I know everybody's busy trying to consume as much football as possible. I try to consume as much football as possible until Rue's like, hey, let's go throw the Frisbee outside. And I look at her and give her like a long 5-second stare, like playing the game in my head. Will, you're a dad. You're an intentional father. You have a podcast for the dads. Like, what would this dad do? Is he going to say, sweetheart, let's finish this 2-minute drill? Or is he going to get up and go play Frisbee and then just turn the game on the phone and just play it on audio so I can hear it while I'm playing Frisbee? I'll get up. All right, Rue, let's go outside. Let's go outside and play Frisbee with a huge smile on my face. Let's do it. You're not going to get this time back, Sherm. She's not going to want to play Frisbee with me all the time.
Not
she wants
always.
to learn how to throw it. But nothing gets us more fired up than the comments. You guys subscribing. If you really want to be a PT6er, a real sicko, buy our merch. I'm rocking the PT6 merch right now. BWTB.com. We got hats. We got good shirts. We got onesies. We got hoodies, hats. We got the entire Rolodex. We got the For the Dads pennant, which people are begging that you hang that up back there. It's starting to drive people crazy. I've seen a couple comments. Sherm,
This one?
Can you or Willie One Shelf hang that back up? I want to say you guys put that project on me, and God knows that's why it's still hanging right there. But BWTB.com. This is for the dads, man.
This is for the dads. And for anybody that's like, man, Will's juiced up, I do want to remind you, it is Bussin Bowl week. And this isn't a football podcast.
Not a football podcast.
This is a dad podcast. But it is Bussin Bowl week. Please keep that in mind during this episode.
Yeah.
There's a lot of juice.
There's a lot of juice. Wife left during Bussin Bowl week.
Birthday week.
It's birthday week.
It's Will Compton's birthday week.
And birthday week's not going to count if we lose this game.
And that's okay because we'll have a birthday next year. That won't happen, but I'm just saying there is a birthday next year.
The Huskers are in position to rewrite this last decade and a half.
Yeah.
However long it's been since we've had success in a season. Last year we had our first winning season that we've had.
Taste of it.
Just a taste. Can't win the big games and one-score games. The records are not good. We gritted out a one-score game against Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Now you're going against a real football team.
Yeah.
Bryce Underwood, superstar. He's going to be a
generational
superstar.
talent.
He's going to be, in my opinion, a number 1 overall pick. If, like, the kid's 18 years old and he looks good. They can run the football.
Yeah.
So this is a fist fight this week. This is a dad's podcast, but we got a fist fight in our hands this weekend. And there's an opportunity for the Huskers. Matt Rule, year 3 era. Like, there's an opportunity in front of us.
Talk about generational dad, by the way, Matt Rule.
Generational father, Matt Rule, yes. I'll be going on his podcast, House Rules, later today.
Really?
Yeah, so that'll drop this week as well. We'll be talking some fatherhood.
Check that out.
Yeah, the football journey, the old Willie Husker back in the day. So check that out. But we're in a position as a football team, as a fan base, as a state to start turning the page to greener pastures. And it's this weekend. This weekend also happens to be the Bussin Bowl, a rivalry between myself and Taylor. So that's one. It's like on a personal level, you want to win that game just for the bragging rights.
Yes.
They beat us the last 4 times we've played. We haven't beat a top 25 team in the last 23, 24 consecutive times we've been in a game against a top 25 opponent. This game is huge, man. This is a dad's podcast.
This is a
dad's podcast.
And just a reminder, this is a dad's podcast. We are not professionals, but this is a huge week for Nebraska. And if you want to send some love to our boy Willie C, because look at him.
I recruited Mike Eckler from the University of Tennessee to take over special teams for the University of Nebraska.
Yeah.
On PFF, you know where Nebraska's ranked right now in special teams?
Oh, got to be top 3.
1.
Come on.
1. Like, we're all in, man. If I didn't have a mic in front of me, I'd have a whistle hanging from my neck, and I'd be at the University of Nebraska. That's God honest truth.
Yeah.
God
I
honest.
believe that. So, guys, leave some GBRs down in the comments for old Willie C. Leave some GBRs down in the comments. The boy needs it. He needs the juice. This is a big week.
It's gonna be a tough game. I like our ball club.
Yeah.
And it's about not feeling the lights, not feeling the stage.
Yep.
And Memorial Stadium being an electric factory all game. All game. I was there 2 years ago. They drive it down, 14-play drive, put it in for 7. We come out. Ball gets tipped. They pick it off. Place was dead after that. I was disappointed in Memorial Stadium because it was 3rd and 1 in a red zone, and you needed the juice because they had Corum. They had a Joe Moore offensive line.
Yeah.
You needed the juice. Juice was nowhere to be found. They ended up beating our ass, 40-something to 3 or 7. It was bad. And I'm out there in the second quarter or whatever. We're down like 3 scores maybe. Like, hey, Will, you want to do the T-shirt cannon? Pick the stadium up a little. There ain't no saving. What's me and a T-shirt cannon going to do?
Mr. Compton?
And I'm out there just faking until I make it. Just, face going, T-shirts flying, screaming, yelling, knowing we're getting mopped right now.
Yeah.
What do we got? We got
our first comment. First comment comes from Gabrielle.Fabio from Instagram. Hey, y'all. Daughter listener here. Can we get a name for the daughter listeners? DOF Team 6, daughter of a father. DOAD Team 6, daughter of a dad. I'm willing to workshop it. I just wanted to reach out and say I'm a day 1, episode 1 listener. I started listening because I'm a longtime fan of Will and Sherm from Bussin, but I keep listening because it was truly giving me standards to look for in a husband and future father of my children. Besides my own dad, of course, he is amazing. Y'all are both wonderful examples for me as a 21-year-old girl trying to figure out life and boys. I truly mean it when I say I look forward to this every week. And although I am not a dad, LOL, I am taking lessons with me while laughing and enjoying the episode. Good. As an adult daughter now, who is best friends with her dad, I am so excited for your journeys as girl dads because it is truly an amazing bond. You are in for a treat. Ole Miss Rebel student, Hotty Toddy. Damn.
Are you starting to tear up?
No.
I think you are.
What the fuck?
No, it's that's special, dude. It's really cool that that daughters are chiming in and letting us know how much their dad rips.
Yeah, dude.
And if I get emotional, I'm emotional because there's too much going on in my body and my head right now.
Yeah.
Given fatherhood, given the Huskers, like there's too much going on in my system right now to just be stable whatsoever.
We just talked about a 2-quarter routing for Michigan, and I just read a comment from a 21-year-old girl, and I started crying.
Do we go DG6, like Daddy Girl 6? Daddy Girl Sixers?
Yeah, I don't see why not. Yeah, I'm like running it through my head like, why wouldn't that
We
work?
can workshop and we can let the audience, like
You're a
any
daddy's
daughters
girl.
out there. Yeah, you're a daddy's girl. Any daughters out there.
DG6.
Yeah, DG6. And then just shoot a text to your mom. Hey, Mom, I love you too. This pod rips. You know I love Dad as well. But I want you to know you got a really special place in my heart.
That is sick. I do want to say, I don't know why I'm saying this, but Derek does pick out these comments. Derek picks out these comments. And thank you for picking out that comment.
You're welcome. She
But-
had sent that, and then I said, hey, this is great. Like, I planned on, and she said, can you make sure Will and Sherm see this comment? Was her next direct message, just
Yes.
to say throw it in there. So I definitely wanted to get in front of you. I don't know if the next thing you're about to say is good or bad.
No,
I didn't know what he meant either. He's
good
like,
thing.
I just want everybody to know
didn't-
Derek picked this comment.
I
I'm
didn't
like,
little
want.
nervous.
What does that mean?
It's a great thing. I just meant that I didn't read that and go, oh, I'm definitely reading that about me on the podcast. That's all I meant by it.
I picked it because of the impact that you guys have on
Yes.
people that riding off. They're not your demographic, but yeah. I will
You're
accept
saying
it.
you're not picking that about you.
Yes.
Oh,
I just didn't want
you're
listeners.
you're in your own head.
I'm in my own head.
Okay.
I'm in my own
I
head.
I sat there and I slowly looked over at Derek. I'm thinking, what's wrong with Derek
He's-
picking the comments?
He's crushing it.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I love that he picked that comment because if I had seen, like, if this had been sent to me
Yeah.
personally, I would not have read it on the podcast. And there are really nice things like what Gabrielle sent
Yeah.
that we get in the DMs.
Sherm, we can confidently tell you, Sherm does not handpick these comments. I think this will be a good one for me to muster up some tears and say, like from some moral high ground. Yes, Sherm does not do that. None of us do that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't even know why I needed to preface that, but I don't know. I'm so in my head, and I'm so glad you picked that comment, dude. That was awesome.
Dude,
that was a
you're
really good read.
You're a stud, Sherm. You are a stud. You're not. Yes, you're not doing that. No, I don't. Nobody thought that. I just want you to know.
Chef was thinking it. I saw Chef.
I'm just kidding. No, it's great. Other than the hottie toddy at the end.
Yeah, and Hottie Todd.
I got one
Hottie
from
Todd.
Ryan Delaney on Instagram. Ayo, one shelf, Papa Team 6. Ayo, one shelf, Papa Team 6 here. Soon to be the Mrs. I'm assuming he says Mrs. MISSUS.
What was the name again? I can look it up.
Mrs.
Mrs.
Yeah.
Mrs. Water just broke. He just
the
might not.
Mrs.
Yeah, the
Watson.
Yeah,
missus.
The Mrs. because there's no periods, there's no grammar whatsoever. It's just this is all basically one line. Ayo, one shelf, Papa Team 6 here. Soon to be the Mrs. Water broke. Water just broke as she's induced, sipping on a nitrous oxide cocktail as she goes through hell. Secured my girl dad hat on 30 hours and no sleep. Good. Love you guys. Keep killing it. Delaney, Ryan, congratulations, bro. The trenches are just starting, and a newfound love is just beginning as well.
Truly. I love that nitrous oxide cocktail.
Yeah, maybe he was just ripping. Like, again, 30 hours no sleep. You can't expect perfection
Yeah.
with sentence structure there.
That's incredible. Ed Daniel 69420-O. What's up, fellas? Shout out Derek and Chef. Whoop, whoop. My name is Daniel, and wanted to say I had a similar interaction with my son as Will had on Sunday Night Football. Is that correct? Sunday Night Football? Last weekend was the first football game. My boy Caden, too, sat down and was engaged and watching the game with me. I think the best thing was we came up with our own touchdown dance, and now every time I yell touchdown, we do it. Grip it and rip it, fellas. Have a badass week.
Let's go.
And that came from YouTube.
Shout out YouTube comments.
Shout
and
out.
by the way, quick timeout. That last comment is on me. Mrs. is the correct spelling for Mrs. I'm used to just seeing MRS.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? MRS, Mrs.
Yeah, and that's a very normal way to think of it. I think he probably 30 hours. He was just Ayo, one shelf. We're letting it rip.
Yeah. He did spell it correctly. MISSUS. ES was in my head, and then I'm thinking to myself, that's like Mrs. You missed the shot. Let me type this in and figure it out. That one's on me. So I should have done a better job.
I did not know that. That's truly, I love that. The spelling of Mrs.
Yeah. I love it too. Brittany Underwood, 16. Willie One Shelf and Fat Stafford. No kids, but I'm such a fan of this. These last few episodes have had my eyes feeling so spicy.
They're tearing up. Oh, no.
I lost my dad at 14, but he was the absolute best girl dad, and hearing your stories of being girl dads always makes me smile and sometimes cry and remind me of him. Shout out to the girl dads. Keep the content coming. It's not a good week for me, man.
Hey, I just want to say this is a really cool podcast, and those comments, that's crazy. And it is a joy to wake up and like know that we were going to record today. Like I feel it too. I do. And comments like that, damn, dude.
I know. And there's no laughing about any of that. It's just all of the emotions that are happening, the way we've started off this podcast, everything else, and how we've cried every week with these comments. Like when I'm driving over here, because it's like, you're in the trenches at the house, getting the kiddos up, which I got to talk about. We're sleeping with Dad the last 3 nights, and I'm setting a bad habit right now. I'm setting a bad tone because Dad is weak, and I can't say no to my little girl. But you're sitting there scrambling, get the kiddos ready, get Rue ready for school, get Scotty ready, make sure she can't crawl around anywhere. So I make sure she is confined in a space. Like I get her up on the island. I'm feeding her. I'm feeding the kiddos. We're getting lunches ready. Getting myself ready. Trying to think about, we got For the Dads today. We got the team meeting. We got the K Adams show. We got the Rules podcast. We got to do the second part of For the Dads. Driving over here, my point I was going to make is driving over here. It's like I get excited to do this podcast because I feel like it's such a break from everything else going on that you just get to talk about fatherhood. I get to laugh with a good buddy of mine, and you gentlemen in the back as well, Chef and Derek. I feel like we have a good crew, and it always fires me up thinking like, I wonder what the comments are going to be like. I wonder what we'll see today. I wonder how much we'll get to laugh with PT6, how much we might cry with PT6 because they just send in comments like this that just tug on your heartstrings because of how real shit is, especially with stuff that happened last week. Just everything, man. Everything is just very precious. And to see everybody taking the time to write to us and tell us and be vulnerable with us, whether it's encouraging words, whether it's, hey, I lost my dad at 14 and he was incredible, whether you're talking about situations that are personal to you and your wife, and you're going through something at the hospital. I really do appreciate it. I know we both do.
Yeah, we do. It is a pleasure to read these comments.
Yeah.
There's like no part of us that's sitting in a corporate think tank that's like, you'll get more listeners to your podcast if you read the comments at the beginning of it. We truly just love reading these comments.
Yeah.
I also, selfish shout out, just want to shout out everybody in the comments, everybody that has DM'd me about my dad loss last episode. That was last episode?
I think it was a couple episodes ago. You're talking about the big one.
The big one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the flying home, the Baylor game.
Yes.
Or after the week off.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just
because you felt very uneasy after that episode.
Yeah, I knew that it was going. The only thing I was uneasy about is I checked in with you and was like, did I overshare there? And you were like, I didn't think so at all. And then in my head, I was like, did I overshare there with Jill? Told her everything I said.
Yeah,
and she was like, no, not at all.
Yeah, it's a weird game that doing the podcast like you have in your head on stuff at home. Like, am I oversharing? Reason I loved it so much, which I'm glad that you're getting a bunch of feedback from, is because I feel like that's like a real situation that you break down. And again, this is not some expert show. This is like us talking about real life experiences in our lives that I feel like is relatable to everybody, because everybody goes through situations that we've both gone through, especially with yours in that situation where you're like, man, am I oversharing? Am I seeming like like a bad husband or a bad dad with that one? It's like, bro, all of us have bad moments.
Yeah.
So that fires me up that you've gotten a lot of feedback from that.
Yeah, and I remember telling you, because we both started laughing when I was telling you the day after that episode dropped, I had a DM of some guy that was like, Sherm, I'm so glad you told that story, because literally this last week, same thing happened. And hearing you say that made me feel so much better, because I consider you a good dad, and it makes me feel that much better. And I told Will, I'm so glad that guy DM'd me, because hearing that he also had that same thing.
Yeah, okay, all right.
I'm not the only one
either. We're both feeling the same thing with each other.
We're good. And I DM'd him that back. I was like, bro, I hate that happened, but we're in this.
Yeah.
We're in this.
Hey, and Brittany, by the way, thank you for sharing this comment. Thank you for sharing this comment.
Yes, thank you, Brittany. From YouTube, Hambonius Rex writes, wife, 33 weeks pregnant, just screamed yes about the wives designing an MT6 shirt. People are serious about it, Will.
I did see a couple of the ladies being like they love the idea of the wives designing a Milk Team 6, just having something come to us that's from the women that they would be fired up about.
I think that could be a fun little bonding thing for our wives too. That could be like hey, you guys have fun.
Yeah, leverage our podcast and brand to do a bonding thing.
Hope y'all have some fun designing this shirt.
Yeah. Chef, can you turn the camera on while we do this?
Hey, start rolling. Oh, y'all like each other.
All right, Chef, cut it. Sweetheart, we got to go. Huskers are kicking off here in 10 minutes. We got the bonding moments.
Do we get it?
Yeah.
Perfect.
I got one here from Logan. And I'm saying at the top that this is a real one. I need this podcast today. I also took a huge dad L last night and got into a big fight with my fiance. And listening to Sherm be so vulnerable and open about the struggles of finding that balance between work, family, and me time, I had to shut it off and take a minute to take my own accountability and let her know that I was being a fuck up too. So shout out to Fat Stafford for being that example that me as a younger man needed today. Shout out Willie One Shelf, Chef, and Balls Deep Derek. He put the hammer for Willie one shelf. He put the little chef emoji for chef, and he put the cherries for balls deep, Derek. PT6 till I die. Pepinonis forever.
Pepinonis.
Logan, thank you for this comment, man.
Hey,
And just like that, we were just talking about you a couple weeks ago, and there you go.
And shout out everybody that was commenting Pepinonis.
Pepinonis.
On YouTube. That made me smile. This one comes from via email. This comes from Jonathan McMahon. That's 601thedads@gmail.com, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Excuse me. Jonathan McMahon writes, Sherm, Will, and Chef, 3 absolute goats. I would say 4 with Derek. Veteran Goon Beret captain checking in. Honorably discharged after finding my own Jilly Bean / Charo. I'm now a proud girl dad to Ivy 3 and Isla 5, and now a fully pledged Papa Team 6 member. This is huge. My name is Johnny, and I'm from Dublin, Ireland. A rare college football NFL fan over here, and I've been riding with Bussin' with the Boys since the beginning, which obviously deployed me over to your podcast without question. As I sit here listening to the latest episode, I'm buzzing that the international listeners can now interact. Just wanted to send some love. This podcast is the real deal. It's raw, it's relatable, and it's exactly the kind of authentic content dads / future dads need, and Goon Berets, it sounds like. No need for a reply. Just wanted to say you genuinely make my Wednesdays better. Keep doing what you're doing, and I will rep the For the Dads merch over here and spread the word.
Johnny, you said?
Jonathan McMahon.
Johnny, thank you for the comment, bro.
That's a
Thank you
sick
for the message.
comment.
Ireland, too.
And an NFL CFB sicko.
Yeah. International. For the Dads is international, man.
Oh, that's
And
so
congrats to
sick.
him. What do you say? He's a girl dad, 3 and 5?
3 and 5. Isla and Ivy. Also, shout out Isla and Ivy.
Shout out Island Ivy.
I
That age right there, too, is one that, again, love, stay present in the moments now, because Scotty at 10 months old is an absolute blast. I sit there and mess with Scotty and play with Scotty, dude, and her personality, her crawling all over the place, her like unbotheredness and just happy. She's just a happy little girl.
Oh, yeah.
Rue is too, but she's a 3-year-old. The emotions, like she's very intense with her emotions right now. Rue is an absolute sweetheart as well. But Scotty, like I play with her at 10 months. I always think about you because I'm like, man, Sherm's really gonna love when he gets to these moments. And then I'm like, he's gotta love the ones that he's in right now. But at 3 and 5, I'm excited for those ages for Scotty and Rue. Rue's 3, so it'll be like 6 and 3, to where they can play with each other. They can teach each other. You know, Rue will be teaching her a lot of stuff. They'll be getting in each other's way, pissing each other off. I'm very excited for that when Scotty gets to be 3, where Rue is right now, and you know they'll be like best friends. That is truly, I'm so looking forward to that because Rue is so good with Scotty now. Not now like she wasn't, but she's always been, and it's always like a work in progress, right? Like if Scotty's up on the couch and trying to pull the blanket or doing something that Rue doesn't want, you got to catch Rue and continue to remind her, hey, she's just a baby. She does not know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like every time I say no to her, what does Scotty do? She continues to do what she's doing. She has no clue. She's just a baby. We have to learn to be sweet. We have to learn to be kind to her. If she's doing something you don't want to do, either you know how to disarm the situation. Like if she's getting in something, she knows like grab her legs and pull her back if it's on a sliding surface.
I gotta see a video of that.
And she did it one time when Scotty was on the bottom stair, and so Scotty kind of hit her face a little bit. It wasn't bad, but Scotty was crying, and that was like a teaching moment of, hey, if Scotty's on a step, you go up and just wrap your arms around her, like around her chest, and just hold her there. If she cries, that's okay. Mom or dad, I'll come over and help. But you just wrap your arms around there and hold her, because unless you feel confident like picking her up and moving her, which she doesn't right now.
Yeah.
You just sit there and hold her. And the other day she was literally, hey, dad, Scotty's on the stairs. I didn't have the barricade up. I didn't have jumbo package out there, the goal line defense, where I barricaded the stairs. And for people who are like, oh, why don't you just get a gate? We do have a gate, but it's at the top of the stairs. Because Rue, if you remember in the first episode, she went crashing down the stairs. So we got a gate for the top of the stairs. Rue didn't have a whole lot of an issue with like always wanting to climb the stairs. Scotty always wants to climb the stairs.
She's Scottzilla, truly.
She's Scottzilla, and Willie One Shelf hasn't put a gate in on the bottom. So I have this barricade that I put up at the bottom of the stairs. But Rue's holding her, and she's like, Dad, Scotty's trying to climb the stairs. And Scotty's crying and fussing, and Rue's just sitting there holding her and kind of got like a smile on her face because she knows she's doing the right thing. But that's kind of the stage we're in now, and I'm really excited for when Scotty gets to be like Rue's age and they can actually play together.
Yeah. I too, to like reiterate what you're saying about how excited I'll be. It goes into my dad win, so I don't want to spoil it, but I am very excited as well.
Okay, we'll hold on
Very
to dad
excited.
win.
I
You can
will.
always tell your stories and just say, hey, this is the dad win.
That is true.
But we'll hold it. We'll hold it. We already said it. I got
'Cause we got 3 minutes.
yeah, my wife has a dress like dad themed day at work coming up. She'll be wearing my PT6 shirt, no brainer. This is from Turtle19XX. Thank you for the comment, Turtle, and I am fired up that she'll be rocking a PT6 shirt.
I got one from Kim Hickey 416. Kim Hickey tier 1. believe.
Kim Hickey
Yeah.
is a very much a tier 1. Shout out Kim Hickey.
Shout out Kim
She's
Hickey.
been rocking with Bussin' with the Boys for quite a long time, maybe since the beginning.
Yes, and a Mama Team Sixer.
Yeah.
Well, this episode had me from start to finish. I saved the pod to listen to at work, and it had me bawling. Good. Everyone was asking me if I was okay, and I would tell them about the pod. Red eyes everywhere now. Good. Keep up the great work, boys. And Sherm, I felt everything you said. You were one step ahead of some. You shared your experience and understood your part in it. Those days will happen. As long as you learn from them, you will figure it out. Thank you, Kim. That's a really sweet comment.
Yeah. That's an awesome comment, Kim. Thank you. Are you done?
I'm done.
I have 2 left that we can rip here. This one's from Mr. Highway 040. Morning, gentlemen. Soon to be PT6er. T minus 3 weeks. It feels like D-Day on Normandy Beach. We're heading up the shore on our boats. Don't worry. I'm not the one puking. I'm feeling good. I feel like Fat Stafford and Willie One Shelf are with me in these final weeks of life as I know it good. I have my PT6 shirt ready for the hospital and can't wait to share a pic with me in it with my baby boy leaving the hospital. Good. Thank you guys so much for the weekly podcast. It has helped ease the jitters of becoming a father, and it's helped me prepare for wife on the pup list. Go Big Red. Go Big Red. And then this final one, here's the update from Chuck. So if you guys remember, Chuck sent in a comment a couple weeks ago talking about how his wife ruptured. There wasn't a whole lot of context. I assumed the worst had happened, but this is a great update from Chuck It Up 04 3 days ago. Boys, wanted to thank you for the advice about my fiance who ruptured. Mama and baby girl Charlie are being strong as ever. Plan is to be admitted to the University of Michigan, shout out Taylor, the hospital, in 2 weeks to monitor for premature birth as they have the highest level NICU around. Going to be an absolute battle, but I know both my girls got it. Thanks for just being there. Means a ton. The community has been a lifesaver. Fatherhood is a blessing. Chuck, man, you are in our thoughts and prayers, bro. I would love if you update us. I completely understand if you don't want to update us. Like, again, I know Rue was in the NICU for 7 days, but it wasn't premature. Like, that's a world that I'm not as familiar with. I know it can be dangerous. I know that it's a weird pocket to be in of optimism and hope, trying to, not think about what the downside could be. I hope everything goes well, man. Again, the rupture thing a couple weeks ago, my brain saw that and just assumed the worst. So my fault for misleading that comment. And I am very fired up to hear that you guys are being strong right now and that you guys are good right now and that you guys will be at the hospital here to monitor for a premature birth. Hopefully all goes well, man. Please update us if you want to. But thank you for the update.
I'm sorry I fell silent. I connected the dots that the daughter's name is Charlie. And his name's Chuck, so she's named after him. I just think that's really cool. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, but oh my God.
That's a tear. That is. You're right. I'm more so laughing just hearing Sherm. That's so cool. You're right. That is a yeah, man. Shout out Charles. And shout out Charlie.
They got this.
They got this. Prayers up for Chuck in the chat. Okay. Buddy,
What the heck?
I know these comments wreck us, man.
It was the Collins that used to wreck us, and now it's the comments too.
Yeah.
What in the world? I need Kleenex. Kleenex, please. Shout out to free shout out.
We can guys, thank you for sending in comments sincerely. Like it is really cool to be part of this community.
Yeah.
And you guys are amazing.
Yes. And Chuck, thank you, Derek. Thank you. Chuck. So stoked. So excited. And wishing the best for y'all.
Yeah.
And thank you for sharing.
Yeah. I know. We can number one, so you can get yourself together. We do have a team meeting on the Bussin' with the Boys side in the shop. We'll take a quick break, and we will be back to talk about our weekends, talk about our last week in fatherhood.
I guess so.
Quick potty break, and we will be back.
PT Sixers. We interrupt this episode for a quick potty break, brought to us by True Classic. Last week, I was sitting in Willie One Shelf's chair. I was telling you how the wifey thinks I look good in True Classic. I got a True Classic hoodie on right now. When we're going on date nights, she always goes, hey, what are those shirts that you get from the office? Wear one of those for date night. And she's talking about the True Classic one.
Buddy, you want to talk about casual, classy, you feel good in it. It's not too snug. It's none of that stuff. The elasticity of True Classic material. The shirts, the Pima shirts, the hoodie that you got on, they got button downs. They got short sleeve button downs that I rock, that I'm starting to rock on ESPN. Their pants, their shorts, bro, all of it. True Classic is the real deal.
Y'all look fitted out. And y'all also, you and Taylor are a little matchy-matchy. And something that True Classic is doing right now, the cool part of what they're doing, is they've just launched a boys line. For the boys' dads out there, you can match. And honestly, it's way better than those awkward family photo outfits or cheesy pajamas. You get to show up together, feel comfortable, and actually look good doing it. That's for the boy dads out there if you want to match with your son. The crazy thing is, True Classic has already sold over 25 million shirts to more than 5 million customers with over 200,000 5-star reviews. So I'm definitely not one of the only dads who have figured this out. And also, guys, if you're doing the math, 25 million shirts to more than 5 million customers, that means these are returning customers.
Mm-hmm.
These are ones that bought a shirt and they like it so much they come back for more. You can find them on Amazon, Target, select Costco and Sam's Club locations, or just head to trueclassic.com//for the dads. That's trueclassic.com/for the dads. Guys, trust us, grab one, and you will thank us later.
Go ahead. What you want to?
Also, this podcast is brought to us by Form Energy.
Yes, Form Energy. You guys saw me crack one already. I'm going to crack a second one. This one is the Blue Blitz, but Form Energy delivers best-in-class taste with natural flavors and zero sugar. Form Energy has natural caffeine derived from green tea and comes in a variety of flavors. Just showed you the Blue Blitz. You got the Grape Smash over there. You got Screaming Eagle, Orange Fury, and it's perfect for those who put in the work. For the dad who wakes up in the morning, gets in the trenches. Chef Daddy back there is rocking the Orange Fury.
Derek has the chain on.
You got the chain on?
Like a sicko.
We love Form Energy, and this is for the dads who wake up in the morning, put in the work before they leave the house, get their work day in, get a workout in, full day of work, and still gives it their all when they get home. For the intentional fathers, Form Energy, we do the work. This concludes our potty break. Let's get back to the episode.
PT Sixers, welcome back. We just got done with the ad reads. However, I did want to do an additional shout out to Wayfair. You see the Memorial Stadium plaque behind Will Compton. That came from our friends at Wayfair. They gave us a $250 gift card, Will. And
That's juicy.
That was one
it's
of our
got
purchases.
some interesting facts of Nebraska Cornhusker industry. I won't, again, this is a dad show.
Dad show.
So I won't bore you with those, but some good bullet points up there.
They're great bullet points.
Great bullet points.
I bought a sign that I thought was much smaller, but it's actually a really pretty good sized sign of Baylor. It's like weathered wood. It's fun, dude. They got all types of things.
That's from Wayfair?
That's from Wayfair.
That is sick.
They have a ton.
You hung that up?
I hung that up. I'll teach you a thing or two.
Okay.
A thing or two. I'm no expert, but I'll teach you a thing.
You look pretty good.
Oh, thank you. We do have our Wayfair giveaway winner that we will do at the end of the episode. I'm sorry to tease it. That's on me to tease it. But we will read out our winner of the Wayfair giveaway at the end of the episode. And Derek said a pretty fire video submission from this guy. Do we even want to play it at the end as well, Derek? Is it worth putting on the pod? A potential A? Potential A.
Potential A.
We'll see.
Let's get into our highs and lows of the week.
Love it.
We got our hotline, 601 the dads.
Come on.
We'll talk voicemails. We'll round it off with a lesson quote coming from you.
I have a quote. I have a good quote.
Great.
Yeah.
It's hard to kind of find quotes with the chaos over the weekend.
Oh, I know, dude. My quote actually came from a in-person conversation. Been hanging out
nice.
with Jill's stepdad at time. They're in town for Jill's birthday. And he's full of one-liners, dude. Like, Cody,
you got to write them down. Dad one-liners. You got to put it in the notes app. And you got to start jotting them down whenever you hear from the generation above us because they have some gold.
He was telling me about a fight he got in way back in the day. He was down because we were watching the Monday Night Football game. We were talking about Houston. He said, man, last time I was in Houston, this big old guys walked through the parking garage. Somebody's catcalling his wife. He thinks it's me and our group of guys, and he comes barreling over. I just looked at my friend. And I said, this is going to fucking hurt. It's like incredible. But the guy missed the punch and hit the car, the actual car frame, and broke his hand. So Cody got out unscathed.
Oh,
I know. But dude, he's a legend. Blue collar type. He's owned towing businesses, butcher shops, like all different types of stuff. He's a cool cat. I'll talk about him more later.
Okay. All right. Getting into my weekend with the girls. So my dad loss is more of a dad heartbreaker than anything else.
Oh.
So as I've already told you, I've been solo with the kiddos. We're solo with the kiddos until you're listening to this on Wednesday. So tonight, the wife gets home tonight.
Okay.
But been solo with the kiddos since Saturday. And dude, nothing breaks your heart more than your little girl. Or I would assume the little boys are like this too, especially if mama's gone, being little mama's boys. But seeing your little girl miss mama being gone. Yeah. And that happened over the weekend. It was night 2. So the first night, Rue and I had a sleepover. We had a little slumber party where she slept in my bed. We usually do it once every now and then. Maybe once a weekend, maybe every other weekend. Just every now and then we hit a little sleepover where Rue can sleep with mama and dada. So we did a sleepover on night 1 on Saturday to keep her hype about something because mom was leaving. We're dropping her off at the airport. You could see her thinking how many sleeps until you get home? And oh dang, mom was leaving. We're dropping her off at the airport. It's we get to do a sleepover tonight. We could do this and that and getting her excited to where she's not fully going down that emotional rabbit hole of mom being gone.
Yeah.
Night 2 comes, so it's Sunday night, and it was a great afternoon. Called over reinforcements. Talk about Operation In-Laws. I had them over to help with the kiddos, and Opa and Lola, they're playing with Rue, keeping her busy. Lola's holding Scotty. Daddy gets to watch a little bit of ball. I'm watching ball with my father-in-law, and we're having a good time. It was a great afternoon. They leave around 5. Rue's so tired, she ends up sleeping a little bit on the couch. I wake her up because it's hey, I don't want you to sleep too long. We need you tired for bedtime, and we're going to eat dinner. And she's having a hard time, getting over to the dinner table.
Yeah.
And eating dinner. And I just end up sweetheart, what's going on? Why is this? You've been so good today. You've been so patient. You've listened really well. You've had a lot of fun with Lola and Opa. And she just says, I miss mama. And starts kind of crying. And I'm oh, man. And so I'm hugging her. And so we get through the dinner. And where I have to, I'm just talking her through the dinner and everything else. And then we get to bedtime. And this is where it really goes. This is the real heartbreak moment.
Yeah.
And I'm trying. So my operation, when I'm in my 2-minute drill with bedtime, is 7 o'clock rolls around. I get Scotty down. Hopefully within 30 minutes, feed her the bottle, rock her, read her a little nighttime book, and get her down. And then I usually Rue will just be hanging out. She might get a TV coupon, depends on where she's at with the TV coupons, but she'll hang out. She'll play pretend. She'll do things either in her room or hang out downstairs while I'm putting Scotty down. And Rue does a great job. Like, hey, you want to help Dada out? Can you get in your PJs while I'm putting Scotty down, and kind of challenge her on like being a big girl. And I know I can trust you. Like I can trust that when I walk out of this room, you're going to be in your PJs. You're going to be in your pull up. She does that.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to get Scotty ready for bed. I'm putting her PJs on. I'm getting her in her sleep sack. I'm like setting the room, setting the mood, the same operation we have every night. And as I get Scotty in the sleep sack, Rue's just crying, like really starting to pick up like a tantrum, like breaking down. And I go out there, I'm like, sweetheart, what's going on? I put Scotty in the crib. And then I walk out into the hallway and I'm like, hey, sweetheart, what's going on? And she's just crying. She's like, I miss mama. I miss mama. Can you put me to bed first? Like, I don't want you to put Scotty to bed first. Can you put me to bed first? And I'm like, sweetheart, I have to get Scotty. It's her bottle time. I got to put Scotty down. I got to get her to bed. I promise I'm going to go as fast as I can. So then I can spend, it's just going to be me and you tonight. And I'll spend time with you. I'll read you 3 books. I'll read you the story. We'll do all the stuff. Like we'll do all the things.
Yeah.
And she's struggling. Like she's breaking down, having a tantrum. I'm just like, I'm starting to get stressed. I'm just like, gosh, damn it, man. Like I need, please like get a hold of your emotions. I'm like saying this in my head. As I'm trying to soothe Rue, Scotty, Micah Parsons on 3rd down.
Scott's
Demon. That's when she's on top of the crib, like, ah! And she's crying. And I'm like, sweetheart, look at Scotty. Like I just please let me put Scotty down. I promise I'm going to go fast. She's like, no, you're not. You're not going to go fast. You're not going to put Scotty down. Like, I want you to put me down first. And a whole thing's going on. I'm like, hey, sweetheart, I know you miss mama. I miss mama too. Like, mama's the best person in the world. Mama is Dad's favorite person. I love her. I love her and miss her as much as you do right now. And I know it's hard. I'm like, but if you can just help me for a moment, like you can go lay anywhere you want to. You can go lay in your bed. You can go lay down on the couch if you want to, because I know she's tired. She was like trying to take that nap and everything else. Like you can go lay on our bed. If you miss mama, lay on her side. Go lay it anywhere you want to. I promise I'm going to get this done as fast as I can. Just you look at Scotty JoJo. I got to go help the little one out right now. And so she's sobbing and she ends up like walking away and her like shoulders are down. And I just feel bad because I'm like, I don't know how else to. I'm like, you can come sit in the room with me and Scotty, but you can't be making loud noises because it'll keep Scotty awake.
Yeah. But
whatever you want to do, sweetheart, go lay anywhere you want to. So I go in to put Scotty down, feed her the bottle, and Scotty was pretty smooth. I get her down like within 30 minutes. And as I'm feeding her the bottle, I'm just hearing Rue, the echoes of her cries from downstairs. And the cries are like, I miss you so much. I love you so much, mama. Like she's talking to mom.
No.
And it was just a heartbreaker, bro. And I'm just like checking the bottle and I'm like, she's dozing off. I hope she goes to sleep because I need to put her down. I need to go down and really get with Rue.
Yeah.
So I get Scotty down. Dude, I go downstairs because I'm hearing the cries. I'm like, I got to go get to her. And I walk downstairs. She's not on the couch. So I walk into my room. I'm like, okay, she's probably laying on the bed. I walk in my room, bro, make a left and look down on the floor. Rue is laying down on the floor and she's holding our family photo, just yelling that I miss you so much. I love you so much, mama. I love you so much, mama. And it was the saddest thing in the world, bro.
Dude.
It was so sad. It was like, it's just a heartbreaker, man. And Charles checking in, how's everything going? And I'm like, it ain't like Rue's struggling right now. And she's like, oh, does she miss me? And I'm like, she misses you badly. Like she's like hurting. She misses you so much. So we're like, I get on FaceTime. We're getting on FaceTime with her and we're talking to her. You could just tell Rue's sad. And then I'm like, hey, do you want to sleep with Dad tonight again? Like you can sleep in the bed. You can sleep in Mama's spot. I'll put the photo right here by you. We'll FaceTime with Mama. I'll read you some stories. I'll show her some Mama videos on Instagram.
Oh yeah.
And that calms her down. We get her to sleep. But that's kind of like my dad heartbreaker. Like it's not a loss, but it's like my heartbreaker of the week. Like that was so sad, bro.
Such a heartbreaker. And such a dad win too, though, of like, God, she loves y'all. That's awesome.
Man. Yeah. I know, like, as I'm telling Charles how everything's going down, it's breaking her heart that I'm telling her these stories. Yeah. And I know as a dad on the receiving end of some of the, hey, she's missing you, she wants you to call back, this, that, the other. Just like when you're removed and far away and you can't be there, it just makes you sad because you're going to be coming home and they just can't wrap their mind like everything's okay. Yeah. Mama's right here. Look, you're talking to her. Like she's just somewhere else right now. Yeah. But anytime we want to call her, we can call her. I can show you videos. I know you miss her. And like, you're giving them hugs, but the mom guilt for my wife is kicking in, like as all this stuff's going on. Cause it's just a heartbreaker to be away from the kiddos, especially when they're struggling. They just don't like get it.
And what a cheat code FaceTime is.
Yeah. Thank God for FaceTime.
What a cheat code. Jill has a little nephew that, she's FaceTimed with maybe 5,000 times, has hung out in person over the last year with maybe twice. But Jill is still one of his favorite people that he instantly like sparks up when she walks in the room because he's FaceTiming her every night.
Yeah.
And Gigi. I'm like, that's crazy that even over FaceTime they can like make those connections.
Yeah. Yeah. But that was a heartbreaker, man.
Ugh.
And the habit that I was alluding to is last night, so Monday night.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay, I can't do 3 days in a row with her in the bed with me because you're just starting to create. You're getting into different. You're starting to dip your toe in waters that you don't want to set this standard for.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you need to sleep in your bed. Yada yada yada. Rue's upstairs. She crushes it with bedtime. I put Scotty down. I walk in her room. She's got she got the pull up on, the PJs on. She's playing pretend. She's got her little princess crown on. She's got her purse strap over her shoulder. She's got all this stuff on her body, and she's like, playing imagination in
Let's
her room.
go, Rue.
I walk in the room, and I brought up her stuffed animals and sound machine and toothbrush and toothpaste, hairbrush. I brought all that back upstairs, like into her room.
Yeah.
And I set it all down, and I go downstairs to get the monitor for Scotty. And as I go downstairs, grab the monitor for Scotty, go back upstairs to put Rue down for bedtime. I walk in the room. Rue's got all the stuffed animals in her arms and the hairbrush and the toothpaste and the toothbrush. And I was like, sweetheart, let's get to bed. What are we doing? And she was like, I want to sleep downstairs with you. And I'm like, baby, this bed is for you to sleep in. Like, we got to start doing. We don't want to create a bad habit. Like that we don't get to do this all the time. Like, you got to sleep in your bed, and Dad sleeps in his bed. And she's like, but I want to sleep with you. And I just look down at her, and she's looking up at me, and I'm just like, okay, let's go downstairs.
Dude, how do you say no to that?
You can't. We go downstairs. She gets them all. I'm like, hey, do you need me to help you? I'm like carrying all this stuff back downstairs, plugging it in my room, setting up shop in my room. Because I'm thinking to myself, like, I tell my wife, and she's like, babe, you're going to create a bad habit. And I'm like, I know. But I did tell her, I said, hey, when mama comes home, you sleep in your bed. Like, this bed is for Rue to sleep in.
Yeah.
The bed downstairs is for mama and dad to sleep in. When
Yeah.
mom comes home, you can't sleep with us. Do you understand? And she says yes. But, dude, I can't say no. And I love it too. Like,
Yeah.
I love little Rue sleeping with me. Like, when I fly just hit me in the
right
face.
on the nose.
When I go out, because I'm like, all right, Dad's going to go out and sit in the living room, watch him like study up for tomorrow, watch some TV. She's like, you going to watch football? I'm like, yeah, Dad's going to watch some football. But Dad's going to be here to cuddle you whenever I get done.
Yeah.
And just to come in and snuggle up next to Rue, like, it's so awesome. I love it more than she does. And so when my wife is like, I'm like, sweetheart, I know, but I also enjoy it too.
Oh, yeah.
So we got one brewing. I think we'll be sleeping together. I think she'll be in my bed every night until mom comes home.
Hey, if that's what it turns into, like, let's say worst case scenario is that when mom's out of town, Ruru and, Scotty, whenever she gets that, age or whatever, sleep with Dad. I don't think that's that big of a deal. And maybe
It's not.
Maybe
It's
some
not.
people, hey, Sherm, you gotta hold your boy accountable. He's doing bad habits. What's going on? If I saw little Ruru holding teddy bears,
Bro, I'm telling you.
Stuffed
I'm telling you,
animals?
PT6, her arms were like this full she had the hairbrush in her hand. She had her like 5 stuffed animals that she wanted to bring down. She didn't have the sound machine, and then she was like holding her toothbrush and no toothpaste. And I was like, well, what's going on here? And she was like, we'll go downstairs.
no
So you
shot.
gotta sleep in your bed. I want to sleep downstairs with you.
No shot.
No shot.
Answer is yes immediately.
And there's just, we talk about being in this time frame. She's gonna get bigger. There's gonna be, there's gonna come a time to where she doesn't want anything to do with sleeping next to Dada or being around Dada.
Oh, yeah.
And I love it. But I am just a sucker, bro.
Ugh.
But what can you do, man?
I don't blame you.
What can you do?
I don't blame you.
So that's going on. That's happening.
That's a really good dad loss. Like, I know we joke around, we say good a lot, but like that is a good dad loss. Or whatever your low was of the week. Like,
the importance will be when mom's home or we're both home, because whenever mom gets home, I got to fly out Wednesday night to New York for ESPN.
oh,
And then I'll be out Thursday night for the Thursday night football stream whenever bedtime's happening. So I think the big thing is, like, She might want to sleep with
Rue-
mom
I
whenever
was
I'm
about
out of
to
town.
say, Rue's sleeping with mamas on
Yeah.
Wednesday night.
But it's when
For
both parents are
sure.
there. It's like we gotta. Hey, no. You gotta
Uh-huh.
sleep in your bed.
Well, you can do some kind of incentivizing of that. You'll come up with something.
I had to
I
come
know
up with
you
something
will.
on spot last night. I was like, hey, sweetheart, let's brush your hair. And she's gotten into this new, I want to read a book before I brush my hair. And it's like, you don't want to sit down, turn the lights off, read a book. Then you go into brushing the hair. Then she wants to read another book. Then you do brushing your teeth. It's like, I want to brush your hair. We read the books while you're drinking your milk. Then we go in and brush your teeth.
Yeah.
And she was down in my room. She's like, no, I want to read a book first. I said, sweetheart, you're in Dad's room. That means you go by Dad's rules.
Oh.
Dad wants to, we can brush your hair after a book, but if we brush your hair after a book, we're going to do it up in your room. So we can brush your hair now and you can sleep with Dad, or we can go upstairs, read a book and brush your hair. And then she sat there and like stared at me and kind of was thinking about it for a second. Then she just walked over and handed me the brush. Said, yeah, this is one win. I can
Hey, there you go.
Yeah.
You chalked it up. Dude, there's not a chance. I'm just trying to like run any situation through my head of just where I could sit there and be like, no. Especially at that age.
Mhm.
At that age.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Especially at that age, but when they're just in a really good mood or when they're very much cooperative.
Yeah.
Because again, 3 years old, the 3-year-old era, they're very intense with their emotions, which I think is ultimately a good thing. You want them to feel their emotions. You want them like working through their emotions and everything
Yeah.
else and kind of guide them through their emotions. But the 3-year-old era is very much like very intense emotions. If something kind of goes sideways, hang on a second. What are we doing here? Here's all you have to say. I got to catch myself arguing with her. You know what I mean? Because she
Yeah.
might like lose it or get into the whiny voice or something. And I'll just basically say out loud how she should be talking to me. Like, let's just say, for example, I want a pouch. She's whining about a pouch. And like, hey, sweetheart, Dada doesn't accept the way you're talking to me. And then she might keep, let's just say she keeps whining, but I'll go and get the pouch if it's like snack time or like, hey, yeah, she should have a pouch right now. I'll go hand her the pouch. Hey, Dad, could I have a pouch right now for a snack? And then when I hand you the pouch, you say, thank you. Like, that's all you need to say. We're on the same team.
Yeah.
You don't need to whine. You don't need to get in all this like emotional state of like not getting something. All you got to say is, hey, Dada, can I have a pouch, please? And then I might say yes. I might say no. But either way, that's how you need to be talking to Dada. And like, their minds are kind of like going and thinking about it. Because sometimes, bro, when they get in that whining phase, it's like, I just boil. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? What are you doing right now? You don't have to sit here and whine. But you got to, so I'm like, okay, she's 3, the emotions, the brain, the development happening right now. Something just, she lost her sticker.
It's almost like what you said earlier about like how you have to tell Rue sometimes like, hey, you can't be talking to Scotty like that because Scotty's just a baby.
Yeah.
Like you're having to tell yourself, I got to teach Rue how to talk like an adult because Rue isn't there yet.
Right. They don't understand.
Yeah.
And you're kind of showing them they're very, very observant. Like
and smart.
Yeah, they're thinking through a lot of things. They just need to know what it looks like and how it's done. Because a lot of times, like where I connect with Rue on a lot of levels is I just always bring up a past experience to match whatever experience she's having. Like, again, I brought up like losing a sticker. If she lost a sticker, it's like me just making up a story about me losing stickers all the time.
Yeah.
So that way you can like get on their level and they start listening to you like, oh, Dada goes through stuff like this. Or like Scotty, and I got to tell her, dude, how many times do I got to tell Scotty not to go do that, not to go do this? Oh, Scotty JoJo, don't do that. Or, when we get frustrated, when Scotty gets into X, Y, and Z. But what do we got to do? We just go over there. Hey, Scotty, no, we don't do that. And we just bring her back over to the mate. Like, you have to be patient with her, sweetheart.
Yeah.
And they're listening.
Yeah.
It's just getting through that barrier of those like reactive moments as a parent on like wanting to immediately correct them because you're upset by the way they're talking to you.
Oh, big time. Big time. I'll have to bite my lip or bite my tongue on that for sure because I am very quick to, jump on something that I don't like, especially with the dogs. Like I'm very big on like real loud and like kind of nip it. And,
yeah, dude.
And the patience will be something that I'll have to dive into. But I love the story aspect of it because just thinking of like, my dad was big on that. As you were telling that story, I was just thinking to myself of like, my dad did that a lot now that I think about it. And it does work.
Did what a lot?
Like leveling
with you, like getting on your level?
Leveling with you or like hey, like I wouldn't do that. Here's why. When I was, 14, I did that. It turned out like this. Just want to let you know. And then I'm sitting there going, okay, like that. Awesome that one, like dad, kind of told me something personal or whatever. But two, yeah, that does sound like something I wouldn't want to do. So
Mhm.
I'll take his word for it.
Yeah, so one thing you'll learn too is how you are with the dog in front of your kid.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because like Waffle, she's a bulldog, English bulldog, love her,
Yeah.
stubborn.
Oh, I got my taste when I was on the beanbag chair.
Yeah. I can like lose my cool with Waffle if she's not like listening to me.
Yeah, yeah.
Whether it's get her off the couch, there's like a challenge moment going on with the dog, and to where pre-Roo, it's like I'm more reactive with Waffle.
Yeah.
Or like pushing her off the couch or like doing something to get her off. And then if she snaps at me, it's like we're both kind of posturing over and I'm like standing over her with my fists and everything else.
He does that. That is not to be funny on the show. I have seen it when Waffle was like getting on me and was like manhandling me.
Yeah.
Pulled her off and he started just standing over her and Waffle's looking up at him and going,
yeah, growl.
Wills, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Well, man, Waffle, get off the couch, move, and to where I'll see Rue start trying to be snappy at times with Waffle, and I'm just thinking, oh no, this is because of me. This is because I've been the example for her in front of
Yeah.
Waffle. She thinks this is how you have to handle the dog, and I've been a very poor example in front of my daughter. But that's one thing you learn to balance. However you are with your animals. I'm not saying like if you're like an abusive person, but I'm saying like the times that you do react to the dog because patience is low and it's just you guys at the house. When you do have kids, then you see it coming out, flashes in the kids, and I'm thinking, okay, I have to change my style with my dog in front of Rue because Rue's just mimicking the way that I will be with Waffle. Because Waffle's stubborn, bro. Like Waffle, it's like she'll be on the couch and she tries to get to the highest point. She thinks she's the alpha. That's what these dogs try to do.
Oh yeah.
They get to the highest point, lay on the highest cushion, and she just looks like a beanbag sitting on top of the cushions.
I love Waffle.
And dude, I love. She's an awesome dog. She loves love. She wants to cuddle.
Oh yeah.
And I'll be like, Waffle, can you get off the couch? And like as I'm walking over to Waffle, you just kind of see the growling start happening because they're just stubborn, bro. And if Rue's sitting there, I have to completely like rewire my thinking because if Rue's not there, I'm thinking, okay, you want a shot at the title right now.
Yeah.
Here we go again. What do you owe for? Who's undefeated in this match?
Big mistake.
But Waffle like won't move. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
To where
yeah.
you gotta. Now I just go. I'll like walk in the pantry. I'm like, Waffle, want a treat? And then shake the treat. She comes running. I'm like, all right, got you.
Yeah.
Who's the dumb one now?
My big one. And I was gonna ask you too what Waffle thinks about Scottzilla just tearing up her water bowl. But my big one right now is when guests come over. We've really implemented, especially with Scarlett now in the house, and it's funny you bring up dogs. That's actually my dad loss. We have a baby gate. They stay downstairs whenever we have guests over, and they're real yippy behind the baby gate. But they do a good job of listening to dad. I just got to show a little bit of force. And so I will literally, to my house guests, I'll go, guys, I'm so sorry. I'm just going to be loud just one time. But they will not bark for, the foreseeable future if I do this. Walk over to the baby gate away from the house guests. I just go, hey! And they sit. And they're silent for the rest of the night.
Nice.
Is that bad?
No,
I don't know. I don't think so.
I get the same issue where I'll yell when I go to Knoxville to see Alex, where I'll go, hey, nah. And then she goes, Jack, don't yell at him. And I'm like, look, she's not moving anymore.
Yeah.
She stopped. Anyway.
I can't
You gotta
wait.
find your own song and
I
dance.
can't wait for him to be a dad, by the way. Cannot wait. In a good way. Like,
I'm preparing.
Chef's
Chef will
Chef's
be
gonna
ready
be
to go.
such a good dad, dude.
He is.
Oh my
Hey!
God. I just love the impersonation of Alex too. Don't yell at him.
Oh, she'll get at me. And I just, something about it bubbles in me where I'm like, it's an immediate, but it works when you get it. It's like a snap, gets their attention. Because if you go, hey, Scotty, but Alex's dog's name's Scotty. And hey, come over here. And she goes, nicest dog ever, but she'll kind of like wander over or maybe won't listen to you. But then it's eventually it'll be hey, Scotty, works like a charm.
Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah.
Those are like it's like two things that I've changed with Waffle. Is one, instead of diving into that altercation with her on the couch, it's go and like, hey, Waffle, do you want a treat? And she comes back. And the second one is, when you have your kids, it's like people say, hey, you love your dog. I'm taking photos with Waffle. I'm doing all these things with Waffle before the kids come. And I'm telling Waffle, like, you'll never beat my number 2, yada, yada. But the moment your kids come, it's a different story. They go down the totem pole.
They do.
They feel it as well. The dog feels it as well. And what I had to switch with Waffle on the second note is, like, say she's over in the area around the kids or with the kids or potentially bothering the kids, instead of like getting on Waffle and moving her out of the situation, because they're going through they're little doggos. They're going through their own little process too of just being sad that they're not the thing anymore. But instead of like removing Waffle from the situation or getting on Waffle for kind of being in their space, it's been more so teaching the kids how to be sweet to Waffle and be kind. And hey, she's just sniffing. She's just curious. She wants to play. She sees you playing with the thing.
Yeah.
You're having a lot of fun. And the way she senses everything, she uses her nose.
Yeah.
So you just got to pet her. And if you don't want her there, just mama or dada, can you please move Waffle? And then in a sweet way, it's like, we'll get Waffle away. But those have been the two things that I've had to kind of check myself on as a dog owner, being an example in front of my kids, is the altercation moment on the couch, like getting her off the couch. And then when Waffle just kind of moseys over and she's kind of in their space, and they start like, when Rue will start like snapping and yelling, and I think to myself, she's mimicking dad right now. And I've got to change something up, because she's got to like learn that, hey, Waffle doesn't know either. You know how Scotty doesn't know? Waffle doesn't know. She's a dumb little doggo. She doesn't get it. And you kind of like softly remove them. It's kind of rekindled something between me and Waffle as well, because there's been moments where I've had to like look in the mirror and be like, yeah, she does. She's not getting a lot of love from dad right now.
I also kind of just reiterate, just to clarify too, I don't scream at my dogs a lot. It's just more to get their attention.
Got to be careful with the dog parents out
everyone
there.
knows, because as soon as Scotty comes over, hey, come here, girl, come here. Oh, you're so cute. Positive reinforcement immediately. It's more just to get their attention.
Yeah.
Before people just come in, I promise you.
We got PT Sixers
very
in here,
nice
Milk
to
Team
dogs.
Sixers, and you got some dog team Sixers in here. You got some dog parents in here. It's
You
like,
do.
oh, does Will kind of just challenge Waffle at all times and swing on her? I've had to check myself in some situations, but those have been the learning curves in parenthood with your animal.
Couldn't have asked for a better segue into my dad loss this week. And also for any PT sickos, I'm seeing the PT6 ickos on the internet, by the way. I'm loving it. So the PT sickos that are also chef sickos, look out on socials for our USF unboxing video. Chef absolutely killed this unboxing video. I can't wait for you to see it.
I'm excited to see it too.
It's
We got another box from USF.
We did. We got a whole package from USF. Shoutout Bulls.
Shout out the Bulls. You're from their equipment manager.
For the dad's pod's it's the unboxing stuff. We're gonna be like Coach Gruden over here in the dad world.
Truly.
Teams are just gonna start sending in boxes for dad culture.
I'll sport it. I picked up one of those USF shirts so fast it was so soft.
Don't do it. Some of the sickos in that audience, they'll say you're copying.
Yeah, we'll have to be careful about it.
But you guys are copying.
100%. I already saw a Gruden comment.
Do we not? What are we supposed to do? Just throw the box away?
Yeah. Oh, dude. Free clothes. Damn. Got to throw it away. No, go ahead, Chef. What were you going to say?
I was just going to say shout out to USF. And yeah, we don't want to copy Coach Gruden, but we did shout out all the equipment managers out there, and they want to show love. So we want to reiterate that. But yeah, shout out USF and Arkansas for sending us.
Inspired by
Jeremy
Coach
Lee's.
Gruden.
Yes.
Inspired by
Gruden.
Yeah.
Which is that such a crime?
Don't forget where he was before Barcelona. And that was coaching your boy.
Hey, come on.
Come
My dad lost.
Who's got the Gruden Grinder shirt hanging in his closet?
Who
from
was the OG Gruden
Week
Grinder?
1, 2016 season?
People forget about that.
People forget.
And you were like top 25 hottest player in 2016.
I think I was number 7.
Some are saying, Derek. If you Google it, it's the best Google of all time, by the way. It's the best Google
Like
of all
most
time.
attractive players, I was like on the list.
Was this pre-veneers?
Yes.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah.
But that's
No
because
fat.
I don't have a
That.
smile going on in the photo.
Okay.
Like I'm just kind of sitting there, and then whenever I was like having fun with it back in 2015 or 16, whenever that was.
Yeah.
People are talking about the teeth and everything else. Because Julian Edelman's on it. I might have been higher than Julian.
You were
Joe
higher,
Flacco was number 1.
you were higher than some NFL
Some
quote unquote
dimes.
hotties.
Some hotties, yeah.
You were up there. Uh-oh.
I found an article that says, we're referring to actual looks. Fanatics.com has compiled a list of the most attractive teams. The Redskins ranked 3rd. And then the very next paragraph, linebacker Will Compton was voted the most attractive player on the Skins and the 5th best looking in the league.
Top 5? I didn't know you were top 5.
buddy. And I shared a locker room with Ryan Kerrigan, who's a specimen of a human being.
A piece of meat, if you will.
A piece of meat
A
that you want to
human-
cut into.
A human meat missile,
Yeah.
as they say. Compton. Look at Derek holding up. I love that we have the producer cam.
5th in the league?
5th in the league.
Can't
That's
take
what
that
the-
away from me.
Can't.
That's what the 5 and
They
the
can take your 10th year, but they can't take 5th
Yeah,
best looking in the NFL.
the 5 in 51. They don't know. It does mean top 5.
Top 5 type shit.
Type shit. My dad.
Your dad lost. Kicking your dog. Go ahead.
I kicked Goose again. No, dad loss was forgetting the dogs. It was exactly what you were talking about. We had a great night on, that would have been Sunday night, where we did it was Saturday. I'm so sorry, because college football was going on. And I was grilling up a bunch of steaks. I was grilling up chicken. We had some jalapeno poppers. Fantastic night. And honestly, I was in my dad bag as far as like spending a ton of time with Scarlett, pouring into Jill. We're coming off of a bad weekend. This is like a makeup game. This is like we got to lock in. We know what this program was built on. And I'm just hitting everything full force, killing it as a dad in my own brain. Got too cocky. Got way too cocky. Because what I forget to do? Walk the dogs. What did I also forget to do that night? Put that new baby gate up that we've implemented. So Goose is very attached to me. He was a rescue. He was tied to a pole behind a liquor store during COVID.
No.
Yes. He's
That's
our
so
little
sad.
schnauzer doodle. He's a little schnoodle. He got very attached to me because mom's favorite is Wrigley, and it's very well known in the house. And Jill loves Goose. Jill loves Goose.
Like Goose and Wrigley are watching the episode right now.
Yeah. Jill loves Goose.
Goosey, mom loves you.
Mama loves you. But dad kind of has to step in there and be a surrogate love factory for Goose because he doesn't always get it from mom. So, anyways, I digress. He's a little jealous of Scarlett. And dad does in Scarlett. And do you want to tell the listeners what gift you got Jill and I, or y'all's family got Jill and I for Scarlett? Do you remember?
I've gotten you a couple.
You have gotten it. This one's in our nursery.
Oh, the rocking chair.
The rocking chair.
It's a good chair, isn't it? I think about it every night when I'm sitting here rocking and I hear, maybe a squeak at the end or at the far back. And I just think to myself, I wonder if Sherm's rocking right now too.
Every freaking night, Jill and I are in that chair. We love that chair. And Goose knows that that's the chair that Dada sits with Scarlett and tells him no whenever he's trying to get up and get his pets. And there was a massive mark on top of he jumped on the chair and just gave it a mark the top of it, like where your back would go.
Oh, no.
As like a F you forgot to walk me. You didn't put the gate up, so I'm going to show you. This is Goose territory. This is a Goose house.
Do we have a standoff?
Oh, bro.
How are you?
I was livid pissed. I swallowed it because I was like the right thing to, because they forget after they do it. Like I've heard with dogs, like if you catch them in the act of something, dog brain.
Yeah.
If you catch them in the act, you can, correct the behavior. But I mean, I'm waking up the next morning and we're finding the huge pee stain on the rocking chair.
Oh, you didn't see it till the next morning?
Yes, this was at night because we had gone to bed and I forgot to walk them because we stayed up late grilling and we're doing scar tuck-ins and
He peed on the chair?
yes, dude. He went in there.
That's the one thing I was scared of when I got that color.
I know. In the middle of the night.
That's the one thing I was scared of when it's a white one.
White. Jumped up on it.
This one that had to get ordered too, and there was it didn't get there right in time for the
He
birth of the
special
child.
ordered this Very nice chair. Now, however,
And I was thinking, do you want the white? It can get dicey.
just so you feel good and everybody at home, if you're on, the edge of your seat, stain did come out. We got some.
Thank God.
Yes, stain did come out. We do have some utensils and stuff and steamers and whatever that like we're good. But it was a good reminder of don't forget about the dogs. We got to love on the dogs.
It's a hard reminder, bro. It's
Ugh.
a hard one.
And I was so mad at Goose, but I understood. And it's also hilarious how the dog brain works. If he's like, Dad has totally forgotten about me. This little crying thing all the time. He's obsessed with it.
Yeah, this dog, this little thing can't sit.
He sits
can't
it-
spin.
Can't do anything.
Can't stand and dance for a treat.
And this thing's getting treats every 3 hours.
Yeah, you can't let this thing out. You got to change him all the time. You just let me outside.
And he sits in that chair all proud with his new little thing. He's giving it treats all the time in that chair. I'll fucking show him.
Yeah, where's that thing's dog collar?
Just imagine just him going directly to that chair in the middle of the night. Showed him.
Yeah.
And then went back and crawled underneath our bed because they sleep underneath our bed.
Yeah.
But that was my dad loss. It's a quick
Did
one.
you
It's a
lose
fun
it on
one.
him the next morning as if
No.
it just happened?
No, just because like they are doing a really good job with the new system that we set up of like the baby gate. You guys sleep here. You eat at these times. You do walks at these times. The accidents in the house are completely gone, pretty much. I mean, like we've really cracked down on the dogs. And they've been doing a great job, so I really didn't want to hold it against them, to be honest. Also, another dad loss. This goes with forgetting about the dogs. We hadn't given him a haircut in decades, and he's a schnoodle. So he's all matted up. And after the accident, then the next morning, I'm, kind of rubbing on him and stuff. I'm looking at his mats. I'm like, I've completely forgotten about you, dude. I spent 4 hours on Sunday. Remember when we were trying to connect and get together?
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
hey, I don't think it's going to work. One, we had
We were trying to put together a little dad day. It's like, hey, bring Scarlett over. Let's do something where it's the dads watching the kids. It didn't work out.
Oh, and it would have been epic, dude. And I've gotten 2 separate DMs of people saying, Sherman, is Scarlett potentially going to become Scarzilla if she becomes friends with Scottzilla? And I'm like, I would love that.
I would love it too, bro.
If she matched that energy and they became 2 little peas in a pod, I wouldn't hate it. Scarzilla.
We're just both there, like making him play fetch with stuff. You saw the videos with the marker over the weekend. Go get it, go hunt.
Scarlett
And she just
Scarlett beats out Scotty. Will just leaves the room.
you can't snap on them. They're young. They're not gonna get it. So yeah, you got to remove yourself from the room.
Scotty, you're 8 months older than her. What are you
Yeah,
doing?
yeah.
What are you doing?
That would break me.
Yeah. But yeah, that was my dad loss.
Where are we even at right now?
Um,
I crack a cold one.
Yes, would love to crack a cold one. I got a little ad read that goes along with it.
What are we cracking a cold one with?
We're cracking a cold one with Liquid IV. This show is sponsored by Liquid IV. And now I know that summer is coming to an end, but we are in like the precipice of fall. It is still hot here in Nashville. It's those last
90s this week. We got a couple 90s days this week.
and you have to stay hydrated. That is the peak time to stay hydrated when you're dressing a little too warm. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And it's a little hot outside, you're sweating, you got to rehydrate. And the best way to do it is with Liquid IV.
Yeah, because you also might like forget to stay hydrated and drink your water throughout the day, especially if you're in parent mode. You
Mm.
kind of forget to eat. You can forget to drink. You're taking care of the kiddos. You're not taking care of yourself. Great way to fill that energy back up is with some Liquid IV.
That is very true. And I know that this is an ad read, but true story, was feeling a little lightheaded, a little peckish. I like had a little snack, but we have some Liquid IVs at home that Jill bought. And I popped one of those and I was boom, ready to go. Like
Sometimes all
I
it
truly
takes.
felt it.
Yeah.
But yeah, just one stick and a 16 ounce of water hydrates better than just water alone. Liquid IV has 3 times the electrolytes of the leading sports drink. It has 8 essential vitamins and nutrients, always non-GMO, gluten-free, dairy-free, and soy-free. Savor the last bits of summer with Liquid IV. Tear, pour, live more. Go to liquidiv.com and get 20% off your first order with code BUSSIN at checkout. That's 20% off your first order with code BUSSIN at liquidiv.com.
Great read.
I wanted that fly so bad, dude.
I know it dropped. By the way, we didn't even talk about these.
Let's talk about.
I was gonna say the fly landed on this good one or the For the Dads one. I wanted to pop it, but I couldn't get it. But we had gifts come in.
We had some major gifts come in. And if people remember from one episode, I thought this was just next level performance. I quoted King Theoden of Rohan from Lord of the Rings, Return of the King.
You did.
And he printed out this mug.
He printed on a lot.
He printed out a
Is it
ton.
Justin?
This is Justin Klarner.
Justin Klarner, thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the little gift package, bro, with all of these different little, I don't even know what you call them, these little discs.
Yeah, they're drink coasters.
Drink
3D
coasters. Oh, there we
drink
go.
coasters.
Disc coasters. There we go.
Yes, sir.
PT6. Got to keep it under an hour, which, by the way, we do need to keep this episode under an hour.
Look at the Nebraska one they printed out for you.
That's why that one's propped up.
That's hard.
Bussin' week.
Hard. Was it?
Big week for Husker.
Not a football podcast.
Not a football podcast. Big week for Nebraska.
Big week for Nebraska. Also, Justin wrote us a letter. Do we want to read that very quickly?
Sure, read the letter.
To the For the Dads podcast. Hope you enjoyed these coasters I made for you guys during my paternity leave. Congratulations, Justin. Apologies if I went overboard, but my quality control and R&D team, my wife, had me create multiple variations of the designs. They are all 3D printed, and I designed all of them, except for the college plaques I found online. I found you guys shortly before the birth of my daughter and was instantly hooked. The first episode I listened to was episode 4. I had it on while I was out doing yard work, and I kept stopping inside to replay bits for my wife. We both loved the show. So now, every Wednesday, my wife, my 1-month-old daughter, and I watch it together. I love it that I get to follow Sherm as he goes through his journey through the PT6 ranks a couple weeks ahead of me. Love the show. Please do not keep it under an hour. All the best from Justin, Michelle, and little Emerson Klarner.
Let's go. Shout out the fam.
Shout out the fam.
It's a good PT6 unit over there.
Good PT6 unit.
One con I heard in that note.
What's going on?
He started with episode 4. I want to know if he went back and went 1 through 3.
Printing off these many drink coasters, I guarantee it.
Because I know our new PT6 sickos, like you'll be seeing people, I went all the way back and I'm caught all the way up.
Oh,
from episode 1.
I had somebody DM me just the other night about that. I sent him a little voice message back.
I love that you sent, you sent the voice. Oh my gosh.
What happened?
I'm thinking of a voice message I had to send for this dude's birthday on September 3rd.
Oh no.
I responded to the gal and everything and said, I'll have this video cooked up for you.
Oh,
it was like late at night when I was like, it was like when I was putting Scotty down. I was kind of going through some DMs. Because you're trying to keep up with everything. And I'll try and click on the ones that seem longer to where, like, you know, if they're sharing something with you, try to hit them back with a message. And gosh, dang it.
Is he GBR? If he's GBR, I think the make good is on House Rules. Give a little belated birthday shout out.
I'm scared I won't be able to find it.
Because if I was GBR and Will Compton is on Matt Rule's podcast and he goes, oh, by the way, happy belated Cameron, I would lose my mind. I don't even care if it's 4 months after my birthday. I would go nuts. But yeah, the DM that I got was a guy basically saying, hey, I'm so glad that I found you guys at like episode 8 because I'm still to the point where I don't have to wait till the next week for like a new episode. And I hit him back in the voice message. I said, that's crazy that you say that because I got onto Game of Thrones in like season 4, season 5. And that's how I felt about Game of Thrones. So the fact that you feel that way about this show that we're doing tells me everything I need to know about how
nice
you feel
reference
about this
too
show.
with the Game of Thrones.
Yeah, dude. And I was like, what an honor to like be that for some listener that they're like, yes, I don't have to wait another week. Because that's a good feeling.
To the gal I'm supposed to send a video note to.
Oh.
Please, for the love of God, DM me back so it gets to the top of the inbox. I was just trying to scroll through to find it. I'm like, I got anxiety right now that I didn't get back to her and didn't send that video.
That's okay.
Oh, damn.
To make him feel better, I will also brag on Will. Over the weekend, I think I shared this with you briefly. Somebody came to our table at Jill's birthday dinner and basically just said, hey, I just want to let you know, love Bussin, love the brand. Just want to shout out Will really quick because I reached out to him when I was going through a rough time, and the words that he had for me via DM, we were going back and forth. It really helped me out a lot. And I was like, dude, what a cool thing to like hear about your boss. Makes you really happy of the place that you work at.
I appreciate the words of affirmation in a time of need right now.
Yeah, you need
because I feel like I let this couple down right here.
Dude, you have so many of those types of things coming your way that if you missed one, nobody's perfect, dude.
Yeah,
And maybe I'm going too easy on Will.
you might be.
Rue can sleep in the bed. It's okay to miss the birthday shout outs, but I feel that way.
Yeah,
I feel that way.
I gotta find it. I gotta make that right. I gotta make that right. What? Oh, crack a cold one.
Crack
Our
a cold
segment.
one.
My crack a cold one.
And will you give me a liquid IV? I would actually love to make a little liquid IV.
Would you like firecracker, the popsicle, or would you like
I'll do the popsicle.
the
one.
mango passion fruit?
I do like mango passion fruit, but I'll do popsicle.
Oh,
And
somebody giving a little honk to the
there's a little
boys.
PT sicko.
Little PT sicko.
This one is firecracker. They're like the bomb.
So my crack a cold one this week is going to be getting that alone time with your kids as a parent. I think it's always like you're in the trenches when your partner's not with you and they're doing their thing, out for a work thing. Like I'm out a lot of the times, like at least once a week, to where Charo's handling bedtime duty and you're doing the dinner, you're doing all the things with the kids. Like kiddos, it's a full-time gig.
It is.
But it's like having those solo times that you do with the kids, because you just build your personal relationship with them a lot more. I feel like with Rue, there's a lot more of those one-on-one teaching moments that happen because it is just you there. So when chaos is kind of breaking out or something's happening, and it's just you, like nobody's coming to save you. It's been a favorite quote of mine forever. Nobody's coming to save you. Nobody cares. Work harder. It's like stuff like that you get reminded of in those moments to where you have more intentional time, getting to sleep with her, do the sleepovers at nighttime, her feeling like, calling her, I'm just saying little things like, hey, you're my best friend. You're like my favorite little heartbeat in the world right now. And just like stuff like that to where you're connecting with them.
What a line.
And they're like, you're giving them words of affirmation. Like when they're being a good teammate and telling her, hey, we're on the same team. It's just me and you here. Like we got to do a good job with Scotty. We got to do a good job with Waffle. We got to do a good job of picking up after ourselves. But so my crack a cold one is like having those solo times with the kiddos, because it's like, oh, I'm in the trenches right now. I really wish Wifey was home. I wish there was some help here. But when you grab that perspective of, hey, nobody's here. This is you. Or those moments where it's like, I would rather watch football, but my 3-year-old wants to play right now. I need to play with her because there's going to be a day to where she doesn't want to play with me anymore.
Yeah.
Moments like that. And I'll also say another crack a cold one is operating while your wife is out of town. Like I take pride in like being the partner for my wife to where I'm not hitting her up about stuff. I know like she probably doesn't like consciously think about that, but I know she has perspective on, if she talks to her friends or when their husband's hitting them up all the time about needing something, where's this or where's that, or how do I do X, Y, and Z? Like you kind of leave them on an island and they need help, like while the mom and while the wife is gone. I take a lot of pride in not being that to Charo. Like, hey, trust me, I know you're going to have a lot of guilt. I know you're going to miss the kiddo. She doesn't travel near as much as I do. She has a lot of that mom guilt, but I'm like, dude, you need to go have your own time. You need to go sleep in the hotel room and know like, oh, it's 10 o'clock and I can go to bed and I don't have any responsibility. Like we'll do the FaceTimes and everything else, but dude, you go take like whatever time you need. I will handle this at home. I will operate at home. I know everything to do.
Yep.
To where you don't have to worry about that. I feel like that's a big crack a cold one. And to the PT Sixers out there, and if your wife is sitting there watching this episode and thinking, hey, Mama needs to take a trip. Mama needs to Vegas. I forget the call in or whatever the win was like episodes ago.
The Rodman?
Yeah, the Rodman, like where you might need a Rodman trip. Like your wife needs a Rodman trip too. Or they need to go do things. Your boy has been able to operate. There was a 9-day Italy trip.
Yep.
Dad had it on lock. A few-day Arizona trip in Phoenix for another work thing. The Italy trip was with their friends. The Arizona work thing, Daddy had it on lock. And this one, too, is another one to where it's like, yes, it is stressful. I do get tired at times because we have all the shows that we got to do in the week. And like, you're just, again, when you're at home, you're solo with the kiddos.
Yeah.
But another cracker call one to the Papa Team Sixers out there that man the ship whenever mom or wifey's out of town, to where mom doesn't have to worry. They might worry on their own because that's just the nature of the beast. But to where they know, like, oh, dad, PT Sicko, he's got it back home. He's dialed right now back home.
And to your success, you have a chance to, as a mentor, to help a boy out, because there is a bachelorette party that Jill will be attending first weekend of October that we can talk about it, week going into that episode and make it a big thing. But there's already some talks, and Jill's probably going to hear this episode, so I'm glad she's hearing this as well. Do we need to get a night nurse on Saturday for you? Do you think you'll be able to wake up and you'll be able to, do all this stuff? Because Scarlett's making
and you look her in the eyes and say, "Don't ever disrespect me like that again."
Jill Ann Young, did I not? And now her mom was there, so I was very sweet about it. So, well, maybe we'll talk about it when we get closer to we could talk about, maybe that is a good idea. But I'm in my head, I got this. You got
this, bro. You're built for this. Selfishly, these are opportunities for the dads to get on the scoreboard when those opportunities come up. Like, I don't say the 9-day Italy trip, the 3-day Arizona trip, the 5-day Portland, Oregon trip to, like, flex my stats and run up the score a little bit. But all to say is, like, these are opportunities to where if you stay dialed and you do it right and you handle it the correct way, there's also some scoreboards for PT6 that start to stack up.
I'm going to Six Flags.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
Yeah. Guaranteed Six Flags trip.
Pass.
Season pass.
Season pass.
It's the fast pass too, baby.
Yes, sir.
I'm right up the front of the line.
Come on.
They're taking me through the back door, maybe. You know?
You doing it. Wait, did we just see you? What are you doing back up here? Fast pass.
Yeah, fast pass.
Sorry. But no, I want to prove myself. I'm like, a part of me is sitting there, and I appreciate them with the night nurse stuff because we're talking about Scarlett. I mean, this is precious cargo. But in the same breath, I'm like, man, I want it to be synonymous when you talk about, Sherman being home alone with Scarlett, that also in your brain, he's got it. He's got it.
When you get those opportunities, this is no different than an opportunity that the Huskers have this weekend. Like, this is a big game opportunity when the PT Sixers have the chance to man the ship for the weekend, for a few days, whatever it is. And you almost challenge your wife back to where, hey, I don't want to hear from you. If you have anxiety and your stress is high, like, I just want you to know that's going to be on you because I'm going to take care of business back home.
And the line for this Nebraska, not a football podcast, but the line for this Nebraska game is +1.5. And what'd your boy do?
You moved the line -13.5 Nebraska Cornhuskers, and you put a bomb on it.
Responsibly. And that's what I want to do with this. I know that the line's right here, and that if I just do the bare minimum, and we do have a night nurse come in. They expect the bare minimum, bro.
Yes. That's what they expect.
Yes. And night nurse comes in, and night nurse, leaves great notes and all that, and Sherman did great during the day, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. I'm going to get pats on the back. You won the game. You did great, Sherman. But if I solo it, and yeah, honey, I did get, a total of 9 hours of sleep over the weekend. But you know what? I loved every fucking second of it. And I'm ready to go into the work week. I feel juiced. Doesn't matter. Don't
let her, like, hey, put me on an island. I don't need chipper help.
Yeah.
I know this pass rusher's nice.
Yeah.
But slide away from me. I'll handle him one-on-one.
Yes.
You don't need to put a tight end there. You don't need a running back to chip him coming out of the backfield.
I want, when they're running a crossing route, I want her to be able to switch and know I got it.
Yeah.
No, I got it.
Trust your guy in that zone defense.
She doesn't even have to yell switch because she already knows Sherman's got it.
Yeah.
We're switching here.
And what an opportunity, too, because your wife, it's like, I know when Wednesday comes, she's going to come in, and this house is going to be the way she left it, probably better. It's going to be better to where they come in the house, because women, they hate clutter in the house. They hate clutter. Like, men can kind of live a dorm room life at times. Like, okay, that's kind of organized chaos that I got going on around the house. They come in and the clutter's gone. Oh, That's what the wifey really. Hey, you handled your business back home. They walk into a decluttered house, a clean house.
Yep.
To where when they put their luggage in, it's just on them getting their laundry out and everything else. But they're not worried about the boxes sitting over there. They're not worried about dishes sitting on the counter. They're not worried about whatever mail stacks are sitting on the counter. I do still have some mail stacks sitting on the counter.
Bro,
those will be gone.
You came over to our house one time when she was out of town, but I'm pretty sure the house was like neatly put together. But Jill runs a tight ship. And
what an opportunity.
What an opportunity. Every Saturday and Sunday, we're cleaning the house on top of she hires cleaners to come on once a month.
For the deep clean?
Deep clean. Because a clean house is like, that is it for Jill. If she could have
I think
one
that's it
thing
for women out there.
And dude, if I rock that weekend and she comes home and the hardwoods just reek of Fabuloso and the counters are clean.
Oh, Daddy's going to mount you tonight. That's when they can walk in the house and you're just at the top stair. No clothes on. I just picture Jill walking in and you're just standing at the top stair naked, looking down. It's Daddy's time.
Riding Shockwave, hands up the whole ride. The whole ride.
Okay. Where were we?
Yeah, where were we? Crack a cold one. I'll go quick. We have a couple friends here. He was the best man at my wedding, Brian Cox. He's also one of my best friends from high school, and I'm so lucky that he lives here in Nashville with his wife, Hillary. Brian and Hillary came over not the last Wednesday. And, dude, it was just awesome. We had Scarlett fully operating, had her in bed, fed by like 7:30. They come rolling in at 7:30. I smoked like 4 chickens on the Rectech smoker. And we had a dinner, and we're kind of holding Scarlett at the table, and she's doing great, and she falls asleep. And then Jill goes, puts her in the crib. She doesn't make a peep. And it's like we're living life. We're talking with Brian and Hillary, and we got the little monitor going, and we're laughing, and Jill like is just beaming the whole dinner. The dinner setup was beautiful. We're just making fun of Sherm off of his dad loss of that week, of what a shit show I was to my wife, Jill. And Hillary, Brian's wife, is just dying laughing at the story because she's known me for a while. And she's like, I'm shocked. We were too. And we're like laughing, and there's great banter. They're telling couple stories of, oh, well, Sherman, you think that's bad. Brian did this shit. Me and Brian are sitting over there at the table just taking it. And they're laughing. I mean, it was so much fun, dude. It was just a great reminder of like, yes, we are in the trenches. Yes, it's hard. But God, you can still live life, and you can still do the things that you want to do. You can still have those friendships. And it was sick, dude.
I love that, man. A good catch up.
It was a great catch up.
And it also reminds you as a couple too, to where it's like, we have to be intentional with our social life.
Have to, dude. Getting to talk with Brian is truly like, I'm sure it's like with you and Nick, like when you got on the phone with him for his birthday and you waltzed off for 15 minutes with my phone. That's how it is every single time I talk to Brian. We're speaking our own language almost. We're not even and it's, dude, that is so cathartic in itself. And kind of what I've been talking with my therapist of just like, you got to hit all those poles, man. You got to hit every single one of them, all those pillars, because they're important.
Mm-hmm.
And that was just a great reminder of that.
Yeah, and if something's going on, it's like you checking in on what these pillars are. Like, where have I not filled the cup up?
Yeah.
I love that, man. That's a good crack a cold one.
It was a good one. I have a great what are the odds this week, if you want me to jump into that.
Go ahead.
Okay. What are the odds? Now, this one is a more serious one. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I just mean that it carries like a heavier topic. But this one came in from Instagram. He did say that we could use his name. His name's Ethan Lawn. So first off, thank you for DMing me, Ethan. Secondly, he said, Sherm, I need some help. I'm already the loving father to a beautiful 4-year-old girl and a 2-year-old boy. Congrats, Ethan. Both of my children have been born by C-section. The first medically required and the second not. My wife and I have been struggling to conceive our third child for the past year, and we recently discovered that we are pregnant with our third.
Let's go.
Come on. We are still very early in what I consider the anxious phase. However, For the third kiddo, my wife wants to undergo a vaginal birth. So, and this is after 2 C-sections. So after 2 C-sections, I need some help from you guys and the community. How do I best support her? What do I need to know? What do I need to ask our provider? I'll admit, thus far, I've not done a great job supporting her wishes because he's probably a little nervous, and I get that. But I want to do better. If you could shoot this out to Papa Team 6 and Milk Team 6 community, I would greatly appreciate it. Cannot wait for the next episode to drop. So to bring this into what are the odds, shout out FanDuel, and I'll start with this and then we can break down however we want to answer this. There are 60 to 75% successful vaginal births. And when I mean successful, I don't mean unsuccessful, like the bad unsuccessful. I just mean that they had to go to a C-section. But there's 60 to 75% of females that have had 2 C-sections that their third one is a vaginal birth. So the chances are high. It's something that can be done. So I just want to start with that and lay that out, and then we can answer this question however.
All right.
So, Will, what would we say to our friend Ethan as far as just like that support side of things? Because we are no medical experts at all on this matter.
Where did you find the data and the research? You just kind of Google and
through ChatGPT, and they cited
right, the links that you can click
yes.
on. Number one, I think that's a good pool. It's like if that was going on with me and I was nervous and I was worried, I would very much be diving into those WebMD rabbit holes on what this could look like. I would say, number one, again, express your concern to your wife. Not concern in a way to where you're resistive to it, but just say, hey, I'm down to support you. I'm down to do whatever you want to do, sweetheart. If a vaginal birth is something that you want to do, listen, I'm on board. Here's where I get nervous. But again, maybe it's my ignorance. I don't know a whole lot of data on it. I'm just nervous that since we had to do a medical one first, we did a C-section the second time. I'm just nervous about what that looks like. And maybe I just need to do a better job of diving in the information. Maybe wife already has, right? To where she feels comfortable enough to do it. And I think what the stuff that you pulled too is good data as well. To me, it's always going to come down, fellas. Every couple, and everybody knows this, but it's always going to come down to communication.
Yeah.
You know how to support. Like if you're on board, you're going to know how to support once you get on board. The thing that you don't want to do is you're just figuring out a way to support, get on board by suppressing whatever your worries and concerns are and anxiety.
True.
So the first big thing for me would be like, hey, you should feel comfortable to express in a very like constructive way, like how you're feeling about the whole thing. Because the men, if you have a good marriage going on, dads, men, you guys are part of the equation too.
It's coming from a place of love. That
100%
is coming from love.
Yeah, absolutely. So that would be more so if I had like, non-expert advice.
Yeah.
Is I love that you're on board. Get fully on board. You know how to support. It sounds like you know how to support and how to get on board, but don't do it at the expense of suppressing whatever your worries and anxieties are. Because I would say, hey, whatever you're feeling like, bro, share it with your wife.
Yeah.
I'm sure she'd love to have a conversation with you. She might be nervous too.
Yeah.
Maybe she in her mind's thinking, I've done a couple C-sections in a row. Who knows whatever outside noise or outside influences that she could be subconsciously putting on herself to feel like she has to do a vaginal birth.
Yeah.
Maybe it's something she fully wants to do and is on board about and doesn't have to think twice, but maybe she's also nervous and just feels like this is the route she has to do. You have no clue unless you communicate with your wife.
It's a great point. And to speak on it, because we are not professionals, we're not telling the wife or Ethan either way to go on this, right? They are doing whatever they're going to do. What we can say to Ethan, because he did say in the DM, recently I've done a poor job of supporting her in this. If you have done a poor job, Ethan, and maybe there were some hurt feelings on wife's end of things of he's not supportive, I would also, with the communication, try to show her that, hey, maybe I didn't communicate it well, but just know that those words were coming from a place of love and worry for my wife's health and safety, my baby's health and safety. I love you to death. And I'm team wife. I'm team baby. And let's let's get this thing. Whatever you
Yeah.
want to do.
Absolutely. No, that's a great opinion on it. That's great perspective on it too. Because if it's like I've done a poor job, all we can do is assume
Yes.
on what this conversation is.
Yes.
If you assume that there's been a poor job, how do I support? Then my assumption would be the conversation probably came up and you guys got into a conversation or debate or whatever it was to where it feels like you're sitting on opposite sides of the table.
A kerfuffle.
Whereas, yeah, a kerfuffle to where you want her to know this is coming from a place of love. To do that, it's like, how do you go from sitting on opposite sides of the table to sitting next to her on the table and her with you as well?
Yeah.
Because again, I don't know. All I can do is assume. Like, she could have fears as well. I don't know that she's not communicating.
And dude, after you're done having that conversation, slip her some cold hard cash. Enough with the Venmos. Slip her some cold hard cash and say, hey, the two little guys, I got them for the next how many ever hours. Have fun.
Yeah.
Go get your nails done. Go get your hair done. Do whatever, and just end that conversation with that, and just be like, I love you. I support you. And if I hurt you, wasn't my intention. And also treat yourself.
Yeah, not if I hurt you.
Not if I hurt you. That's a good call.
Yeah, I can see I hurt you, and that was not my intention at all. The best thing you can do leading into a conversation like that is completely anchor where you were wrong, and like you can even go into an exaggeration mode of I've done a very poor job of communicating this topic and conversation.
Thank you for saying
like
that.
I've done brutal. My ego's gotten in the way. When you brought this up, my worried side came out, and I more so lashed out at you on why it shouldn't be happening, but we need to be sitting next to each other. And I did a very bad job because I can see that how I came off, it could have hurt your feelings. Again, I don't know what their conversation was. I can see that it hurt your feelings. And then I did an even poor job because I'm getting my heels in the sand even more, in the ground even more on defending like what I want to see when this needs to be, we're on the same team.
We're on the same team. And that is a good reminder too, because we've talked about like what a full-hearted apology looks like. And it's so true.
Don't ruin an apology with an excuse.
Don't. And I'm sorry I made you feel, I know we're rehashing something, but man, it sucks to hear that. I'm sorry if I made you.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah. You just completely own it. Go into full accountability mode.
Yeah.
Should we get to the call-ins? We do have a survival kit and dad hack, but I'm going to say the survival kit and dad hack needs to go to KiwiCo.
It does need to go to KiwiCo.
All right, I'll throw the ad in.
Yeah,
Okay,
we got it. We got we're revealing gifts that we got from KiwiCo, who's a sponsor of the show, and these gifts are awesome. To where, hey, if you're looking for survival kit methods or dad hacks out there, like this stuff is really good quality stuff. I think KiwiCo crushes it. We got the little stuffies. I wish the Sherm.
The Poppy?
Yeah, you got Poppy, Poppy Team 6.
Poppy Team 6.
Then you got what did we call it yesterday? What was I saying yesterday? You got the Sherm.
Oh, the Shiwi.
The Shiwi.
It's a little Shiwi bird.
But I think the dad hacks and the survival kit needs to go into KiwiCo for sponsoring the episode and us showing you the gifts that we got from them.
Hey, fucking sickos. Hey, PT sickos. We interrupt this episode because we have a really fun sponsor today. This is going to be a little bit longer of an ad read just because we have an unboxing, but the stuff is that cool. This ad read is brought to you by KiwiCo. KiwiCo will send you different projects, science, technology, engineering, art, or math projects that deliver right to your door. Kids of any age can explore their curiosity and build critical thinking skills through the power of play. It actually has on here, what's a story, Will, where you can talk about a project that maybe you did around your house. I was thinking the one shelf project.
You trying to bring up an open wound right here? Willie one shelf? A little project around the house. Hey, sweetheart, you mind hanging the shelf? Oh, what am I building a house?
And I can promise you that these projects are way more fun and way easier than hanging up one shelf in your daughter's nursery. KiwiCo does a great job of making learning beyond the classroom fun and easy. KiwiCo delivers everything you need for enriching hands-on projects right to your door. So tinker, create, and innovate with KiwiCo and get up to 50% off your first crate at kiwico.com using promo code for the dads.
And just to take a look into the cookie jar here, we got some gifts that we'll be opening up.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at one right here called the Slide and Stack Ring Puzzle. This is for 12 months. The focus, you'll see it right here, focus on problem solving. Another one I picked up is one that I actually do have, and it is called the Play and Go Lockbox, to where you might not see it on the photo, but around the entire block is like different ways to open and close doors. You see a little lock on the side, a different lock over here, a little knob to pull. This is 13 plus months, and the focus is on motor skills. Sherm, do you have any?
Well, first off, they sent these huge, and you could see Will's stuffed kiwi bird.
Oh, this is
there.
you.
That's me.
What do you think this one is?
That's Fat.
Is
It's either Fat Stafford or a kiwi bird.
This is kiwi bird. This is a shiwi bird.
A
Sherman kiwi.
Yeah, it's a shiwi bird. And then we have a nice little panda bear here. His name's Poppy. Does that one have a name?
Oh,
I don't know if that one has a name.
let me open him up.
Yeah, check him
You
out.
gotta keep him. We're
Check 'em out.
suffocating.
Let's
him
feel
right
how
now.
soft these things are.
No name.
No name.
This one comes nameless. But what was that one you said? Poppy.
This is Poppy.
That's Poppy. That's Poppy Team 6 right there.
Oh, that's
Kiwi Co. You guys just struck dynamite.
That's actually huge. This is Poppy at Poppy Team 6.
There's Poppy Team 6.
Scarlett's going to love this. What she's also going to love is this play mat that came with our shipment. This is 0 to 2 months. So KiwiCo does a great job of breaking down the age groups. Will already read off 2 over there. They also do 0 to 2 months, and they go up to a wide range of ages for kids of all learning experiences, backgrounds. These projects that one looks sick.
Yeah, buddy. I'm
What's
over
that
here.
one?
Like, this is Christmas. We got the Panda Crate right here. And what it talks about is let's count. Ages 13 to 18 months, count and play with your toddler and help them develop early math skills. This one right here look like the Wind Play Lab. Fun ahead. This is electric fan. That's what I include. Sensory play that will blow you away. Experiment with the wind tunnel and discover how air makes things spin, float, and fly. Buddy.
I just want to see you and me building one of these together. That needs to be a social post for KiwiCo.
Yeah, we got another episode of For the Dads coming out tomorrow, and we're just playing with this Wind Play Lab.
Y'all go ahead. Y'all go ahead. We can't figure out this wind tunnel. This one's for 0 to 2 months. This one's called Let's Bond. You got your little tummy time. Scarlett is just past 2 months, so this is going to be perfect for her. Looks like a lot of different things that she can kind of like explore and learn with her hands. I know Jill's super big on that. We're starting to take the mittens off of Scarlett, letting her touch and feel and let's see, bond with your baby and help develop their growing brain.
Dude, this ad we've done, this is a survival kit.
Yeah.
This is our survival kit right here. If you've watched this part of the ad and you didn't skip forward, give a little shout out to KiwiCo, especially if you have their products. If not, check them out sincerely. Like, these products are really good. Helps with all age groups, development with your kid, good connecting time with your kid. And it's fun to like watch your little demon get rolling. Like Scotty right now keeps putting the ball.
Oh.
She'll put the ball in the hole, it'll roll back, put the ball in the hole, it'll roll back, put the little egg in the little
With this one, she's
the
doing
little
this
keister
one?
thing. I'm just talking about like stuff at home. Like you
Yeah.
watch the little demon operate. It is fun to watch.
And also, just speaking of discounts, 50% off is really big. I mean, that might be our biggest discount as far as sponsors go. So it's up to 50% off your first crate if you go to KiwiCo.com. That's KiwiCo.com, and you use the promo code for the dads.
Dude, this I'll tell you right now, KiwiCo, this needs to be a partner of the show,
Yeah.
partner of the brand.
Honestly, this stuff is sick. And thank you to KiwiCo, just an extra shout out. They sent some extra stuff for one of our employees, Jeremy, also has kids. They sent some extra stuff for him too because they heard that he has kids.
Oh,
I thought
love
that was cool.
bro.
I thought that was super sick.
Scotty's 10 months right now. She turned 10 months over the weekend. We're going to, actually last week, I'm going to get her operating on this 12 plus months. We're going to start problem solving.
That's going to be
There's
sick.
going to be problems
This
to
one,
solve.
for real. And this one looks really sick. The one that they sent Jeremy for his older kids. This is 3 to 6 year olds. It's like a full on science project in there.
See,
I mean,
that's cool.
We're talking like test tubes, beaker. I mean, it looks sick. Yeah, this is KiwiCo bumps.
Let's get back to the episode. Go shop KiwiCo. Let's get into the hotline.
Let's get into the hotline.
How many we got this week?
We have 2.
2 this week?
We have
One this
we're
week.
just doing one this week. Oh yeah.
Time.
Time.
We're pushing an hour.
Time.
We're pushing an hour.
We're pushing an hour.
Got to keep it under.
I went to one.
And I think I think
Mr. White Chocolate.
obviously we want to get into doing more, but I think we had a lot of comments at the top of the episode too that we touched on.
We did. Yeah.
Let's hit this caller.
Let's hit this call.
601 The Dads. You want to be featured on the show? Obviously, you can write to us. You can comment to us. You can call in and leave a voicemail. If you're feeling frustrated, if you got a dad win, crack a cold one, a dad loss, something you need to get off your chest, 601 The Dads. Leave a voicemail. Chance to be featured on the show. This one comes in from?
This one comes from Mr. White Chocolate.
Okay, Mr. White Chocolate.
Will, Sherm, this is Tier 1 Mr. White Chocolate speaking. Today is my daughter's birthday. She is now a teenager. Whew, it's going to be some rough and tough years coming for you boys coming up soon, so please pray for me. My question for you guys is, what are you two looking forward to most when your daughters become teenagers? Love you guys. Can't wait to see this.
Mr. White Chocolate, thank you for calling in, man. What a question. Roost 3 right now, I feel like I don't have to think about it for another 10 years. Because those are like, it's like those are scary hours. I think of all the moments that I'm having with my little girls right now, and it's like, what if this is just the relationship for the rest of time? And there won't be those tough teenager moments where they don't want dad anymore. But I don't know.
Maybe I am number one.
Maybe I will be number one her entire life over her friends, over the, her love interests that are out there.
I have my answer.
What is
if
it?
you like, Jill and I were joking about this, that I was saying I'm actually looking forward to those days where I pick Scarlett up from school and there's some friend group drama and there's no advice that dad can give her other than just listen. Emily said, what? Oh my gosh. And how did Rebecca respond to that? Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, that makes sense because Rebecca doesn't like that.
Yeah, can't have that.
No, can't have that. Oh, good. You hugged her and you told her that you loved her and you want to be your best friend. Scarlett, I think you nailed that.
Yeah.
Just like.
Matter of fact, you should invite them over for Pizza Friday. And they can do a sleepover. You guys can stay in the room. We'll lock the doors. You don't have to go anywhere at nighttime.
Dad, we're not doing Pizza Friday. I'm 13.
It's going to break my heart, dude.
I know.
I'm 13. We don't do Pizza Fridays anymore.
No, she will. And I'm sorry I even joked about it. I'm sorry I even joked about it.
But you're right, that could come.
I am looking forward to those little like teenage girl scuffles and just trying to navigate it. And I won't know what to do other than just listen to her and make her feel heard. And like, those are very important stories that I need to, and just learning all the nuances of her friends so that I can be a good wall for her to just bounce her thoughts and emotions and stuff off of. And Jill and I were just kind of joking about that of like, and Jill is no drama queen at all. She'll tell you that like any friend group, just like guys, have an equal amount of drama, but we're both pretty drama free. So whenever it does come down the pipe, we're always like, ooh, it's kind of some juicy tea. Yeah. What's going on?
I can get on board with that. I feel like as you're saying that, I feel like I'm looking forward to the debriefs and the breakdowns with my wife. Like when the kiddos are, when the girls are in bed, and you're kind of talking about what you might have heard and what advice you were given. How should we do this? I'm hearing there's some stuff going on at school. Like the debriefs and the preparation with your wife of how you might handle these situations. Because it's going to be like, I feel like in the parents out there with teenagers or adults that live through the teenage years, I'm sure that they'll have some good comments about this, but I feel like it's going to be like, it's an art form in motion when trying to prepare for whatever these conversations are. Because I'm weirdly, when my daughter starts to have crushes and relationships, I'm like, what could be knocking on my door on some of these evenings coming up? Oh, and what young boys are going to be asking? Oh, they're going to be asking permission to take my daughter on a date.
Yes, sir.
And keeping that standard to where it doesn't create the friction with your girl, with your daughter.
Yeah.
It's like a song and dance I'm like weirdly like looking forward to. Kind of like, which one of these?
Well, in our dad
Which one of these slappies?
Oh, yeah. Our dad brains, it's going to be like, you're going to go up to Chara, how's Rhea, blah, blah, blah. She seemed upset. Well, Lindsay borrowed another one of Rue's tops, and she hasn't given it back yet. Oh, well, is she going to call Lindsay and get it back? No, Will, she can't do that because Rue got cheer captain, Lindsay didn't. She's upset about that. Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. That's a good that's
Well,
a
let's- I'll call Steve right now and we'll get that pop top back. No, you can't. You can't go over her. You can't go around her.
Yeah, you can't do that because then Lindsay's going to do this because Lindsay has a crush on Brian. You know, Brian has a crush on Rue, and it's just a whole thing.
But does Rue have a crush on Brian?
Yeah, well, you know, whenever I bring up Brian, she gets a little bashful and gets a little red in the cheeks, but I don't know.
That's it, Stickies.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't feel prepared for stuff like that.
That's what I'm saying. I'm going to have zero clue. That's just where Dad shuts up and just sits back and watches. And
Goal
listens.
number one needs to be how do we get this friendship aligned?
Yeah.
Because that's
dude.
potential problems just waiting and stewing.
And my brain goes exactly where you are of like, have her over for Pizza Friday. We'll watch the ball, but they used to love that when they were kids.
Will, you need to start working on your dad. You know,
Yeah.
when you know it's like this is gone out of your wheelhouse, you go, huh? Oh.
It's gonna be a
Yeah.
good luck, sweetheart.
Hey, you let me know because I want to help, honey. You just let me know what I need to do. I'm on standby. Okay.
So you're telling me Rue is upset because she didn't get invited to the movies?
Well, yeah. So it's Lindsay, it's Rachel, it's Chelsea, it's all that group of girls that she went to summer camp with, and they just been hanging out a whole lot. And I don't know, Rue didn't get the invite.
We could do Pizza Friday at the house.
Oh, Will, it doesn't work like that.
You're telling me she's upset that Charlie won't go with her to the dance, and she's tore up about that? Is she seeing the stats that Charlie's putting up on Friday nights?
Fucking
He's the backup running back.
Pull this Charlie kid up. Was he have one of those Facebook? No, they don't have Facebook. He has TikTok Pro. He has 80,000 followers. Will, he's kind of viral.
He might have 80,000 followers, but he can't have a 4-yard run to save his life. She'll just have her. We're just watching film. Hey, so you're in love with this Charlie guy?
You're breaking down film and the love interest.
Let's see how you think Charlie's a tough guy. Let's see how he responds in the A gap here. This is the guy you want to attach the wagon to?
You see the third and long blitz there, honey? You see how he looks like he's in a blender? He's bouncing around.
Yeah. Let me talk to you about Tony over here, the quarterback. I'm hearing he's get some looks from some D1 schools. He's only a sophomore.
Oh, Dad, Tony's not hot. He may not be hot, but honey, it's about the heart.
Yeah.
It's about the heart. But dude, I'm stoked for that type of stuff. Once they're like developing that socio, like whatever, like just those friend groups and navigating it and
The One Tree Hill drama.
Yes, dude.
The One Tree Hill, Smallville. I rocked them all, dude.
Oh yeah.
The drama in those TV shows.
And I'm not saying every girl life, teenage girl thing is drama filled. I hope it doesn't sound that way, but I just know that like
In their world, it is, though.
yeah, and it is important, and it's like a big deal to them. And I remember when my dad would get a friend's name wrong, dude. Oh, that used to bug me. Like I have this best friend named James, and I couldn't tell if he was like doing it to me on purpose to like mess with me. When's Josh coming over? Dad, James. James is coming over. I know that. There's a guy at our high school named Cole Lofton, and he always called him Cole Laughlin. Drove me nuts. And so I'm like, in my brain, like
You got to get the names right.
I got to get all of her girlfriends' names right. I got to,
I'm ready to do like the dumb dad step over the line stuff. Like, hey, what's going on? Is it something? Are you doing you got the period now?
Mom told me something's going on this week. Mom told me something's going on this week. I just want you to know, honey. It's just making no eye contact.
Yeah.
Just want you to know if you need ice cream, if you need extra movie time, you can do that. Actually, I got to go downstairs. I love
Just
you.
kind of
Love you,
invading
honey.
their privacy. I talked to your mom. I heard you kind of had one of the milestone deals in your life. I'm not too familiar with that stuff. I'm sure your mom tells you a lot of good things. Whatever you need from me, just let me know. I'm here for you.
You're beautiful young lady, just like your mom. I don't know if that's what you want to. I don't know. Honey, I love you. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah. I can tell I'm saying a little too much right now. I feel stupid. Like, just forget everything we just said right there, okay?
What are we going to do?
I don't know, man.
Ugh. The great question by Mr. White Chocolate.
You already know that's going to be a reaction when we're frustrated. Is it that time of the month for you right now? What's the deal?
Silent treatment for a week.
Yo, yeah.
Rue's going to be like, you're done. You're done.
Yeah, man.
Scary hours, dude.
Yeah, it's all like coming through my head right now. Like, shit.
And we got that coming down the pipe. But the good news is, and you've kind of been talking about this like all podcasts. I feel like a good lesson for us dads is we are learning too, as they are learning, as Rue is learning to communicate, as with Scotty, or Rue's learning how to deal with like mom being out of town. Like Will is also learning how to deal with Rue while mom's out of town, and also dealing how to tell Rue how to communicate with the dog and Scotty. And same with me. I'm learning how to show Jill that I am capable of her being out of town.
Yeah.
And so, yes, that stuff scares the shit out of me, but I'm also like, this old dog can learn new tricks. I'm learning. And maybe, hey, it does, take me to go crazy and, make a mistake here or whatever, and like to learn a lesson, but we're going to be fine.
Yeah, because you care.
Because you care.
And you want to be intentional.
Yeah.
You don't want to be the guy who kind of steps off, fades into the shadows, falls back. You want to be on the front lines with your wife.
Yeah.
Learning and immersing yourself in this stuff. Because I can only hope we're sitting here 10 years later. And I'm like, boys, Papa Team 6, my daughter just turned 13. And here's the situation, and I got to be careful because Rue could listen to this stuff.
Oh, yeah.
But I got to tell you, I got a relationship with the PT Sixers out there, this community, and I'm going to need some help.
Yeah. Honey, you don't want me talking about you making the cheer team. I won't talk about making the cheer team.
Daddy's proud of you. I'm proud of you.
I just love you. And your mama was a cheerleader. You're a cheerleader. I love it.
Yeah.
You start crying.
Yeah.
You're always crying, Dad. Quit crying on the podcast. My friends keep pulling it up.
Yeah. Golly. Yeah.
I know. It's going to be interesting.
All these moments on the internet that they will have access to.
It's just going to make you a legend, if anything.
Should imagine the first time my daughter comes across me with my pants off doing a case race.
As Darth Maul.
With Darth Maul face paint.
And honey, there's this great...
Talking about, I just want to shake the Uber guy's hand. I just want to shake his hand.
Honey, there's this burner account on Twitter. It's called Will Compton's Bulge, and it's actually in reference to that moment. He's a great follower.
Just want you to know it's not your father, but you are going to see some stuff on the internet.
By then, AI will be so crazy you can kind of might spin zone it. That's AI.
Are they making those AI
I'll come
videos?
up with something.
Are they making those about your dad again? I can't believe that.
Yeah.
But the NFL ones, those are real, honey.
The highlights.
Hey,
anyway.
the highlight. Yeah. Hey, that touchdown that I scored as a wide receiver in the NFL, that's real. That's not AI.
Yeah.
Great call in. Did you have a lesson or a quote? I do, if not.
Go ahead.
Okay, cool.
Like I could muster one up. I could find one, but dude, take the floor, bro. We've been going for
A good amount?
a good amount.
Okay. So going into this quote, I've always had a good relationship with Will's stepdad, Cody, but him coming in town for Jill's birthday, it has been incredible. The girls went out and left the house last night, her mom and Jill, to go to Home Goods. Shout out Home Goods.
Shout out.
And baby Scar was by herself with the boys, me and Cody. We got to watch Baker Mayfield perform a miraculous comeback on Monday Night Football.
Buddy.
And Cody and I are jumping up. We're standing up. We're clapping. We broed out. It was really kind of the first time of us broing out. So much fun. To brag on him, super interesting guy. Very interesting guy. Doesn't have like the college education that most have of business savvy entrepreneurs, but he's a self-made man, blue collar man, owns a ton of companies, has sold a ton of companies. And I feel like every single time I'm around him, I'm learning something new, but he's never trying to teach me anything. Jill has this surprise birthday party, or not surprise birthday party, has a 30th birthday party coming up. And it's kind of last second. We're throwing stuff together. We're trying to figure out how to do it in the front yard. And Cody's like, oh, Sherman, I'll go to Home Depot and get a couple 2x10s and some 2x4s. I'll set up 2 pillars. We'll get the twinkle lights going from that oak tree y'all got in the front yard. Throw some duct tape on it, kind of get it right there. It's just all those little nuanced moments. I'm like, dude, you're such a legend. So just getting to know him better and getting to learn stuff from him has been fun. This was my favorite quote that came from dinner. We were talking about things that we wanted to instill in Scarlett. And I'm sitting there going, oh, I want her to have a part-time job in high school. My parents were big on that. I want her to have that. And I really want her to try to do this, try to do that. And he came in with this and said, it took me a while to learn this as a parent, but it ain't about fixing the shit that was wrong with you in your childhood. That's a different human. Or sorry, it ain't about fixing the shit that was wrong with you in your kid. That's a different human. That's a different story. Be better than what came before you, like your parenting, and right whatever parenting wrongs were done to you, but don't try and force your kid to be someone that they're not. And I just thought that was a banger little lesson from Cody of telling me the first 10 years he was just everything that he saw wrong in himself and didn't want his son to, do. He just riding him. And he was like, yes, he's my son. He's my namesake, but he's not me. And he's not going to automatically want to lean towards these mistakes and blah, blah, blah. I just thought that was a cool message.
Yeah, I love that. I feel like I come across quotes like that on Instagram where it's like the fears and the insecurities that you have will show up in your kid's life if you're not, looking at yourself and fixing yourself. But you're right. I love that quote.
Yeah.
I love that quote. I feel like that's such a song and dance for parents because again, it's like all you know is your experiences and what you have done in the past and things that you might have hated that you might be lashing. You might not know it, but you might be lashing out and doing certain things and setting certain examples to where, yeah, I feel like if you don't check yourself and ask what's the principle behind this? What's the actual goal? Is it no matter what they're going to have a responsibility like a part-time job in high school. I feel like on paper that sounds amazing.
Yeah.
It's but I have no clue what life is going to look like when she is a teenager, when she is at that age.
Yes.
Because you feel like it's a good responsibility and it's a great principle to teach at a young age, but making sure you're doing it through the right lessons and teaching the right things and guiding them that way to put that responsibility on them instead of you just saying this is how it's going to be. And as long as you're under my roof, you go by my rules, you're going to have a job.
Yes.
Because it's like you're just saying that because there's not a lot of context or teaching or lessons that you're trying to give them through what you learned.
Yes.
By addressing whatever your insecurities or fears are.
And whatever learning lesson you're trying to instill in them with the part, just for example,
that's
part-time job.
The example we'll hang on.
Yeah, it is. Maybe Scarlett is a thespian and takes theater super serious.
What's thespian?
An actress in stage theater. It's like musicals and stuff. Mm-hmm. And she's taking that super serious and she's traveling and doing these shows and the hard work and dedication that she's doing to memorizing her lines, showing up early to rehearsals, being the last one to leave from rehearsals. That's the same thing as what the part-time job would instill.
Right, yeah.
Hey, you are being held accountable. People are relying on you to perform at a high level, and you're doing everything to prepare for it. And I'm so proud of you. You're doing such a great job with and yes, it's not a part-time job. She's in, the musical, whatever.
Yeah.
But it's the same thing.
I feel like that's really good, man.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think that's really good. Because to me, what it comes down to is commitment. What are you going to be committed to beyond going to school from 8 in the morning to 3 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
And whatever that is, that's, again, as you observe and see your kid and see your teenager, whatever that is, I know, like, in my mind, it's just like you're going to have a commitment to excellence somewhere, whatever that might be. Maybe it's in the arts, maybe it's in athletics.
It's video games.
Yeah.
Streaming.
Imagine.
I know. With this day and age, I'm like, it could truly be anything.
Yeah.
Could be
You look at when you listen to Nick Merckx's story on Bussin' with the Boys.
Yeah.
Because it's like a wrestling family. So I see like why dad was the way he was. My dad was kind of the same way with me. And I could imagine the friction that'd come up if like, hey, I want to be a video gamer and everything else.
Same.
But to me, it's like, yeah, what's the commitment looking like for your kid? Because again, you want them committed to something.
Yes.
Because at one point or another, man, it's like mom and dad's not going to be there forever.
Yep.
Mom and dad's not going to be there if you go to college. Mom
Yeah.
and dad's not going to be there when you're in the real world and making your own decisions. And it's like, what fundamentals and what principles and lessons are you leaning on that we taught you at a young age? Whether it's a part-time job, whether it's you taking theater very seriously, like I want my kid to understand what commitment looks like, so that way you're not surprised and caught off guard when life doesn't go your way one day, because it's not going to. Life's not going to go your way.
And what powerful lessons on the theater example of not memorizing your lines. You're on stage in front of hundreds of people and you don't know your lines. You froze in front of everybody. You'll never want to feel that again. And like being able to then, in those moments, in their world, who they are, be able to find those learning lessons of, hey, we'll get it right. We're going to go through your lines again. Let's practice your lines here at home. We're going to get this thing straightened out.
And the personal story, hey, you don't think your old man was embarrassed? Like, let me show you Thanksgiving game, Dallas Cowboys, 2016. Two missed tackles on Ezekiel Elliott. They go down and score right in my face. Like, sweetheart, yeah, we know what embarrassment looks like. And it's like pulling those stories to level with them and just, let them know, hey, this isn't going to be the first time you're embarrassed. It's not going to be the last time you're embarrassed. What matters is how you respond to how you're feeling right now.
Yes. That's so great. And I showed him for listeners from last week, I showed him the bar soap clip. And he goes, yeah, man, hell yeah, man. Only way to teach them that fire hurts is let them put their hand in there.
Yeah.
And you say, I told you not to put your damn hand in there.
And so
I?
we ran the campfire clip?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
It's a good clip.
Yeah, we played the clip, I'm pretty sure.
Love that.
Or if it hasn't gone out yet, it will.
You know how the brain's fleeting.
Yeah.
Great episode. Hope you guys all enjoyed it. Papa Team 6, keep doing your thing, man. Keep leading from the front. Keep asking questions. Keep engaging with us. This community is incredible. We truly love it, and we're grateful, man. This has been awesome. PT6 out. Make sure the trash is taken out, and let's have a hell of a weekend. Go Big Red.
Go Big Red. Before
Hey,
we go.
yeah, I'm sorry. We're not gone yet, Sherm. I'm so sorry. So sorry.
No, and you're totally fine. I apologize because this has been sitting by me. I teased it earlier. This is our Wayfair giveaway. Derek did a great job going through all the submissions that we have for the $250 gift card from Wayfair. If I could get a quick drum roll, please. It will be going to Gage Bauman.
Shout out Gage Bauman.
Shout out Gage Bauman. Dude, tons of cool stuff on Wayfair. We already talked about the memorial plaque over there. We got the Baylor thing hanging up above me. A ton of Tailgate Essential, guys. We're talking full-on grills on Wayfair.com. They have everything from grills, memorabilia, anything for game day. They got sofas. They got lamps. They got all types of stuff. Wayfair's got it, baby.
Wayfair's got it. Shout out Gage. Congratulations, sorting great job sorting through everybody. We'll have more giveaways in the future.
That's for the dads for you. Take out the trash.
Girl, Buck.